Eleander shows up, and basically Jürgen asks him for some advice because he's worried about all the rumors and stuff. Rightfully so. There have been quite some siphoning remarks about him recently. There have been a little bit. Eleander seemed to not quite get it at the start because Jürgen was always like very big and intimidating, but like certainly right now it's a little bit more, and they sort of talk it out a bunch. And the people think it's not quite, if the cost was worth it, they're not quite sure. And but they managed to come to sort of conclusion, and it certainly helped talking to Eleander and Jürgen. After a little bit of a grass tea incident, but besides that, Jürgen sort of, I think, leaves with a little bit of a uplifted spirit, I think, or at least better than before, a little bit. Eva flies with a horse to Salazar's ship. There she meets Salazar, a character who's appeared in Dust and Blood before. His last name is von Battenberg or something like that?
Von Battenberg, yeah.
Von Battenberg? Yes. I don't know if I spelled that correctly in the notes, but it's there. Salazar, let's just call him that.
You know it.
And Eva basically asks him about this piece of eggshell she has from her own egg, we assume at least, from what Eva has told us, which has a golden sort of 9 engraved on it. Well, I think it's a golden shell, and it has just a 9 engraved on it, I guess. And wants to ask him about like if he has something like that, since Salazar is also a golden kobold, gold scale kobold, I assume.
Yep, the golden bold.
It's all very very dark right now. Could be just like a slight orange. Anyways, Salazar sadly doesn't know much about it though, and but he'll take the shell and like think about it. I think Eva actually gave it to him, right? If I recall that correctly. They talk a bit, like they have some drinks. They talk a bit about like where they're from and who they are. Salazar mentions that he recently was in Greyhawk, where he like met a bunch of other kobolds there, and there was also a durga which he cut open with consent, even, which is a rare thing to do. To do some things there. So that was very very interesting talks, very fun. And he has been, of course, working on making the town fly and all that. They'll talk a bit of Yumi as well. Salazar tells Eva that he wants to meet this Yumi fella, and then when Eva reveals, I know the guy, sort of, kind of. They talk about like what Yumi's like. Apparently a sort of more self-centered person, though he really loves his freedoms, but seems to have quite a lot of weight on his shoulders at the moment, and stuff like that.
Trying to hold up his head.
They mentioned the other party members, but less in detail. Like how Thredros is on a journey for her god, and Malgak is fucking dead, and Jürgen, all the rumors. But that's kind of it. They talk to each other long, have a good chat, and then Eva leaves the eggshell and then leaves. Yumi is in meanwhile at the Timeless Archives, and does sort of like a little ritual while no one is around. Some sort of I wrote in as an emergency resurrection ritual. It seems something like that. A little bit of a say after the recent sort of close death encounter. Put just a safety measure in place, which reminds me, did your clone survive? I forgot. Like the other Yumi? Did he die or not? I can't remember.
Fucking got murdered.
He died.
He got murdered? Okay. I wasn't sure anymore. I was like, where's that guy at? And I was like, oh yeah, he's dead, I guess.
Whacked your ass.
You turned back to snow. Alright, well, that's besides.
If we carry on at our current pace, Malgak literally won't come back before the end of the campaign.
Who knows? Yumi then heads back out of the archives and goes to the Menhir Stone to investigate that at least. But like in the meanwhile, we quickly fly over to Sophie's, where she currently is back at the refugee camp talking to them. So informing them what she has found out over the day, since it was a out of character, very long day. I think it was like 2 or 3 sessions long that day. At least 2, probably like 3 sessions long that day. So there was a lot of things that happened over that day, and you know. What session
into season 2 are we on now?
Oh wait, no, that was actually then like 5 sessions long this day. Like no. The first session, either way, it was a long day, and she had a lot to report to her people. While talking to them, she spots suddenly Jürgen sort of running out in the distance, out of the lockhouse again. After she sort of like starts leaving for it, since she has a room there as well right now. Wait, no, that running out happens later. She was actually there for that. At the lockhouse then, you know, Sophie and Jürgen have a little bit of a talk. Arth and Ilya show up. Thane starts cooking. And we have like dinner and whatnot. And we had a whole sort of lobster wine. Is the word inauguration, I think, correct for that? Sort of, you know, like get them sort of in the group. I'm not quite sure if that's the correct word for that, but you know, Jürgen at least continued the old tradition of, you know, new party members have to drink the lobster wine kind of thing. A little bit of lobster wine drinking party. Which at the start, sadly, Numad stayed forgotten outside. You know, they didn't remember him. It was very depressing, actually. Moment, you know, they all had fun in there, and then, you know, they just kind of like forgot about him outside. Anyways, thankfully later, because they made a bunch of noise, Nomad came inside because they started fucking screaming, because Thane got very upset. His butter senses started tingling as Eva tried to enhance the flavor of the, I think, lobster wine with his good butter, in air quotes. So yeah, that was a whole debacle in the mess. But that was very fun, and there was a whole fucking thing, and I apparently did not write down, and I don't quite remember either why we suddenly ran over to.
Because Yumi contacted Jürgen.
Oh, Yumi contacted us. Okay, that was
the stone. There's something evil.
Okay. It was Yumi contacted us. Okay, yeah. So probably wrote it down somewhere in that big section there. Yeah, Yumi basically started investigating the Menhir Stone. He casted Identify. He asked Vorzion for help, and basically figured out that there's a very strong protection magic encasing the stone, or at least encasing something inside this stone. So keeping it in there, but also protecting it from the outside. Which, you know, is kind of concerning. You know, what's in there? You know, it's kind of, what the hell's going on there, right? The Leifling gave us a stone. There's something afoot. You know, Yumi's paranoid senses started tingling, and I was like, oh, something is going on here. Apparently it's also consecrated, which is a curious thing. And, then he messaged Jürgen, hey, I'm gonna try and crack this open. Maybe you want to be here for that. So we all sprint over there. Numad's still kind of reeling from the lobster wine experience. But yeah, we get sort of all over there. We reconvene, and we just kind of decide to sort of just take it and leave it somewhere else at least, and sort of identify it again. And I think we sort of decided to leave it for the morning because we sort of ran out of spells or something. I think we had I think we didn't have the resources for legend lore either or something. Was that it? Yeah, I remember. Yeah, because Thredos was also an NPC in that session, and there was a whole thing that we needed Ivory for the legend lore spell. And we didn't really want to, since Thredos was at home sleeping. We didn't want to jump her while she was asleep with that.
I actually popped in for like 5 minutes in the stream as you were talking about that.
Yeah, that was I remember now. That was kind of where we needed Ivory for the spell, and the only person who has Ivory is currently asleep in the house. So we'll see about that. We'll see about that how that goes. But yeah, we don't have legend lore. We kind of figured out what we can without cracking it open, which could it could be a bomb in there, so we didn't do that. And we left it there for tomorrow, I guess. I think
we moved it across.
Yeah, we moved it over to off the island to the left a little bit, and yeah.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There was a little bit of a talk at the end as well with the collector, obviously. But
yeah, we cast identify. I feel like I mentioned. No, I didn't mention.
I'm just specifically mentioning it for the fact that there was obviously some guards nearby. The conversation was relating to sort of devils, at least in part, or the collector sort of kept mentioning that.
But also Jürgen sprinting through the night, just like Jürgen's just making it worse for himself. He talks to devils, he runs in the middle of the night through the sea, scaring people. Then he has this aggression problem. There's a whole thing there. There's a whole thing.
Yeah. So it's just nice to keep that as a reminder. All right. Either way, Mel, thank you very much.
No problem.
For the recap. Go ahead and add yourself an inspiration. DJ,
I already had one.
Go ahead and feel free to give it to somebody else then.
Who hasn't one right now?
Do you have one? It's not marked on your sheet.
No, the Mark has one. Mark doesn't have one, probably.
Oh, wait, it's not sure.
Maybe you see that.
Redos and Jürgen don't have one, I think.
Yeah, I don't have one.
I feel like Jürgen might need it when he has to defend his own honor or something today, so I give it to Jürgen.
If anyone challenges your honor, just challenge them to a duel. It's real quick, simple.
Yeah, like real devil.
Yeah, devil definitely have helped his honor, and his reputation when he just murders the person who insulted him. Well, that'll help things.
It's gonna help. Yeah. All right. Perfect. Thank you. Do you already have?
Probably not.
An inspiration as well, DJ?
It says I do.
Wonderful. I've realized why. I just thought nobody had an inspiration. It's because when I updated my settings, it stopped showing me if people have inspiration in the place that nobody does.
Something broke.
Like my quick. There we go. Show inspiration. There we go. All right. Oh god, do you know what? I feel really mean making you choose, DJ, so I'm going to award your inspiration for the fine work that you have done between sessions. To both.
I had inspiration, so that's fine.
Yeah, no, but I'm gonna. There was only 2 players that didn't, and I was going to be like, "Hey, DJ, pick one of these people."
Oh.
But I feel mean doing that, so I'm just going to award them both. So
yeah, sure. Everybody has inspiration now.
So now everybody has an inspiration. Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Let's piss them away on something completely not worth it.
Oh, I'm sure it will. That's what will happen.
There's an expert in that.
Another homunculus and kill it, and try and use an inspiration to save it.
Good times.
That wasn't even just a normal inspiration. That was your fucking.
No, that was divine intervention. That's
which
still cooling down, isn't it?
It's still cooling down. That's the craziest use of divine intervention I've ever seen.
It worked. It's the one time it bloody works as well.
Oh, that was honestly one of the top 10 moments of this campaign. I don't know what the others are, but
fucking hilarious.
Thredros had a homunculus that was suicidal at one point, and it tried to throw itself off of a building. And Thredros was unable to save it, and so used their divine intervention to ask their god to help save the homunculus. And it worked. So Palor saved the homunculus, and then about 10 minutes later at the bar, Thredros used sending, and it surged, and there was a thunder wave, and the homunculus flew out the window.
It was the
and
same window as well, I
Okay.
think.
Anyway,
It was insane.
it was insane, and the Divine
Wild
Intervention
session.
is now still on cooldown, which is
Yeah.
How long is a cooldown on Divine Intervention?
7 days.
10 days? Oh,
Fucking
I
hell.
thought it was a week.
It's a long rest if it doesn't work. It's
If it
7
doesn't work.
days. Yeah, it's 7 days if it goes through, which it did.
How many sessions ago was this 7 days ago thing?
a month.
Because
me
once
check.
once again,
Oh, man.
Melgak is never coming back.
It was Vindervolt, so it was kind of a couple sessions before the end of Vindervolt, so it was like late November, early December. I think it's been like 3 or 4 days, hasn't it? So
Yeah, it's been like 4 days. Also, to that point, there has been conversations going on this evening, but should we wrap that up? I'm terrified to ask.
Does someone want to role play this afternoon? Like just like have a sleepover or something. Do that for the rest of the session.
Let's go ahead and take a long rest.
Sounds like a fantastic idea.
No, something. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
I'm always there to talk, but you know, I'm not going out of my way.
Everyone gain, if you don't have it already, 16 temp HP.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
That's what happens when you sleep with me.
Okay, well, we're
What?
not, but.
You mean in your vicinity, right? Just to clarify.
Yeah, let's say that.
1,
Okay.
2.
Beautiful. Okay. Go ahead and do that. I'm going to move time forward in a moment.
Oh,
Perfect. Do you need me to remove that exhaustion for you, Eva?
Yes, please.
By the way, since Asterhall, the homunculus died, has been exactly 20 sessions. It has been 20 sessions since
Oh,
then.
you're making me look bad.
And I guess like 3 days have passed. Oh,
Is
sun's
everyone-
coming.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right, beautiful. Let's start. Please move yourself on the map to wherever you are slept.
I'm
effectively.
swimming out here somewhere, I think.
Well, you know, if you're gonna drown last night, that's your
My
prerogative.
favorite place to sleep.
The rain has not stopped from the night before. It has continued throughout. It falls in these slow, steady rhythms, drumming against the rooftop, against the top of your tent. And the cobblestones all around the town, collecting in shallow pools along the streets. The sky is grey, mourning its own loss above you. And much like every other day, you note that the sun rises just a couple of minutes later than before. You see thick clouds roiling around as the rain continues to fall, and the sea today is restless. The waves crash against the docks with an unusual ferocity. And there is an eerie silence, especially as of late. Saltmarsh has been a loud town. It's been a raucous town with an almost doubled population in a very short period. You can't help but just with the everyday conversation and murmurs, especially of the morning, of people go around to their ships and get their chores done for the day. But today the town is quiet. Shops remain closed, shutters drawn, fishing boats sit idle in the harbour, and their crews refusing to set sail today, on the day of mourning. Even the usual hum of conversation is lacking. You hear the occasional murmurs of prayer, whispered names of the lost, and the shuffling of feet against the stone walkways. You can already see the people have started to make their way over to Siren Point, to the small island where the standing stones are. But at the moment, we pull to the Lockhouse, where I think, with the exception of Numat being outside. Oh, and Yumi, am I right in thinking you stayed in the library?
I did indeed. Or the tower, sorry, my bottom floors.
Of course. Stay in that.
Real quick, also another thing. I feel like we wanted to, for a cocker, we wanted to stay up, wake up very early today, so we could actually get to the Menhir Stone before people go to the funeral.
That's totally doable.
Yeah, all right.
Let's pull back a little bit. What are we calling very early? 6?
I don't know. It's appropriate, I guess. Because we wanted to quickly have that Menhir Stone sort of checked before, so we can get that solved before the funeral starts. That was at least our goal, from what I remember.
Was it?
Yeah, so we know for a fact that it doesn't fucking explode on us or something.
We have no way of casting legend lore at the moment, right?
No, we have Pharaohs right here. You can just chip something off our horn and then just. I'm pretty sure it was like the idea. I'm pretty sure it was mentioned that we wanted to like proof check this thing before the funeral starts.
I like
want to just leave it there.
I like the tent. Nice. I really do. In the back.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Last time I had it like drawn by hand myself.
So this is way better. This is 3-dimensional. I will also say that indeed, when the rest of the party wakes up, Vane also wakes up because he needs to do the name engraving for the stone plaque that's going to be placed near the Menhir Tie. Do you want me to just start rolling for him right now, and so we know how he gets along?
Sure, please. You have the tools for it.
Yeah, maces too.
Go ahead and roll again, and we'll take the highest.
$15.
All right. 15 is still very good. There's a little bit of a rush to the task, which is a little unfortunate, but given the nature of everything going on in the town, it's unfortunately necessary. You are able to create something that is very practical, very sturdy, and actually, by the time that you complete the task, you feel that it is not only a thing of beauty, but actually the method of crafting here beautifully aligns with the spirit of Saltmarsh in its practicality, in its resilience and sturdiness. And with the way that, Saltmarsh has stood for so many years, defiant against the sea, it really does encapsulate the spirit of the people very nicely. So whilst not being the most elaborate thing, it is beautifully fit.
Yeah, I think that Vane would then be doing this mostly up in his room. He uses the dawn light very well to just keep carving at it, and he actually locked the door so that nobody can just disturb him at the moment. I hung a sign out at the door, "Don't disturb me," and he's probably gonna be done right as the funeral is about to begin to deliver this plaque, already incomplete.
Very nice. Okay, so Thane is locked away in his room at that point then, and so is unlikely to be seen for the rest of the day. Everybody else converges in the morning inside. Everybody is aware that this is going to be a busy day, that there's a lot to get done. There was a lot of conversation had yesterday and even some anxiety around what would happen today and how much there was to do. And so, but whatever it may be that you're doing today, coincidentally and very conveniently for us, you run into each other in the lobby, coming down from the stairs, coming in from outside.
Doesn't sound like we'll have breakfast today from Fig. But he's still busy with making that plaque. Hey, Fedros. I'm just gonna take some of your tusk, if that's alright. Yeah, that's alright. Alright.
You went to Tesco real quick.
You didn't even know that he's
That's
awake.
good.
God damn it.
All right. Well, I assume that they will go along on infringing on their Tuscacies.
We can make it at least nice and like.
Oh,
get,
it's
like,
not picking up his audio. He's saying for some
Yeah,
reason.
Oh.
that's right.
Hello.
Uh-oh. That did
Plug
sound
the
normal.
headphone plugged in.
The technology
Oh, there we
working
go.
as it should.
We
Sorry.
can hear ourselves through you, Anthony. I don't know why.
Yeah, no,
Well,
I
it was just
unplugged the
one
headphones
time.
and plugged them back.
You're back now.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, for some reason the headphones decided they weren't going to play my audio. How are you guys? Sorry, I was a bit out of it yesterday evening.
Yeah. So, look, the Yumi found out that there's something in the stone that we found for the ritual for the ceremony.
Yeah.
And he kind of needs material components for legend lore. And
Which involve. Hang on, do I know?
ivory.
Oh, where are you planning to get that?
Look, I don't know how much Goldsworth he needs, but it is really important that we know this thing isn't about to blow up, because that would be really bad if the stone I brought into town blows up and everyone is around it. Like, oh my god, there's no
That's fine.
reputation
Can we go
left.
down to the market and see if there is ivory there then?
Well, we could real quickly check if some of the people, some of the rare exotic things they brought in from the other
It is
ship
true.
could have
That is
ivory
true.
on it. Maybe they have some left, but let's have a look. But otherwise, Tedros, I would really, really, really appreciate it if you could take one for the team.
You guys talk really loudly.
You sleep
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I think it comes with their stature. They're tall people, so they talk loud.
I weigh close to 500 pounds. I don't talk so silently.
It really depends how much ivory is needed. Like, I'm not going to donate a tusk.
I do not believe that the entire task.
I mean, it would
Small
even you
required.
out. I'm just saying, you know.
You can ivory isn't just like big animals. You know, you can get ivory out of tons of animals, right?
We'll first need to go find some because, horns don't count, apparently. Let's go. Fane will be alright here. We'll just have to load her on. Oh, hi, Alpha.
Oh, it has to.
Yeah.
Nope.
You also very loudly. Where are we going?
He
We
sleeps
need
softly.
some ivory to have Yumi cast legend lore. Do you have any?
I can get some. Looks at the
Yeah, I was about to say, Tedros side eyes her a bit, kind of knowing where she's going.
So Pedros has
Pull a dagger.
offered to only sacrifice themselves if the need arises. We're first going to see if we can get some.
Only up to a certain point. As
So
defined by
Yumi is not here right now, right?
Yumi is, well, I mean, unless you've headed to the place very early, no, I just put him outside.
Yeah.
So on this morning where everyone's being sad or pretending to be, we're going to go looking for ivory.
Yes.
I mean,
A last
it's not
minute
the funeral
purchase?
yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soon.
Fantastic.
You make it sound like it's weird.
No, cannot imagine what gives you that impression.
Everybody go ahead and roll me a perception check this morning as we're walking around town. Pretty please.
Perception.
Oh, one of those.
Yes, please.
This fucking guy.
My seeing good check.
Oh, Pedros.
Why are you seeing good?
Your first fucking roll when you're back. That twin.
Let's go.
The bad luck was the illness last week.
Aye.
Okay.
How did you get that luck?
Yes.
Alright, beautiful. We got 21, 21, 31, 21, 19. Everybody's on it.
We're sharp. We are well rested. We are awake.
Jürgen, as you exit, feeling the rain falling, it feels slow, methodical, but heavy at the same time. Like the droplets themselves are just extra large today. It's the sort of rain that really seems to stick. It feels like it aims for you as you're walking through the town.
Sticky rain.
And there's a feeling of pressure that builds with it as well. A few of you hear this. A few of you hear certain things as you're making your way up. There's one thing that you can't help but tune into as you're making your way through. You hear very specifically, yeah, apparently he even admitted it yesterday. He eats human flesh.
Oh boy, I wonder what that was about.
As you look across, you see a sort of maybe 40s, mid-40s man, very well wrapped up against the weather, big green cloak on, heavy tattoos. You can tell probably a fisherman on any other day, but just not out and about today. Talking to a woman next to him, very pale skin, long scraggly hair. But they instantly stop talking the moment. You very much get the sense that it feels like he's seen it.
Inhale. Have a vein, pop from my head all across my neck. Crack my knuckles. Exhale. And push onwards.
What deity of bad fortune did you piss off recently?
All of them, I guess.
Well, that'll do it.
Maybe when I turned into a frost ball, I got sent through 700 mirrors along the way as well. I don't know. Alright, let's just go see if Niala knows anything about having any ivory. And otherwise we'll just figure it out. I'm just gotta do my best to not lose my shit. Please prevent me from losing my shit.
Hey,
Have you not been to the bathroom this morning then?
Tedros,
Yes?
you wouldn't happen to have rememorized the spell to fuse yourself into stone, have you?
Fuse myself into stone?
Not you particularly, but allow to someone or something.
Would this have been discussed last night?
Not with you,
Or at all.
unfortunately. You were asleep, I
No.
believe.
Well, okay. Then I probably haven't, no. Unless it was discussed with me, I probably wouldn't have prepared stone shape.
Meld into stone, I believe.
Meld into stone.
But I just figured I'd take a shot and see if you may have had it prepared. Just naturally.
No. It's a ritual spell, but it's not prepared, no.
Alright. Too sad.
No, sorry. If Yumi had just sent me a message, then I would have prepared it.
Blame
But yeah, that's it. Yeah, we'll all blame Yumi.
That's what I do.
Achoo!
Bless you.
He's not here.
She was just blessing someone as she walked past. Just put her hand on their head.
Throws like fucking holy water at a random stranger's face. Bless you.
my eyes.
My eyes! That's fucking lemon water.
I'm gonna start doing that. Just bringing around holy water and just flicking it at people as they pass by, just to annoy them.
There's a few other things that you, as a group, notice as you're wandering around town. Can I get a perception from you? I'm guessing you didn't participate as you're not there, but I'll still get a perception from you.
Sure.
Does he get advantage from the high point up there?
No, it's counteracted by his actual.
Yeah.
Oof. All right, that's pretty good. I mean, you can probably still see Threadross lumbering across town in their glowing armor at this point, if you're looking out that way. But other than that, everything is peaceful on the Siren Point this morning. There are still 2 guards, as there always are. One cheery, one dumb, outside of your tower. Vorzian is not to be seen, and there is a storm roiling on the distance. After some time, you do discern that it seems to be getting closer. More importantly, it is coming from the west.
Oh god.
I don't like how you pointed that out.
Yeah, it's coming from
That was
the
not
west.
necessary. I feel like that makes it just like the paranoids, they just go crazy that you pointed
Yeah.
specifically that.
Is there something in the west that?
There's potentially a lot of things in the west that could be there. You
Probably a
know?
wicked witch in the west.
Who knows? For the rest of the party. For the rest of the party, you have already made it down towards the Carpenters Guild. And there is a lot of people that are saying, good day to you, good morning, as you make your way down. Predominantly to the group. As you approach the, pardon?
Yeah. No, I get it.
Did they exclude anyone in particular?
There might be somebody that feels a little excluded from this.
Wow. God damn it, Yumi. You should have been here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The docks are already in full swing, with the exception of the Infernal Tide. It is a noticeable difference to yesterday. The crowd swarming around and the crew being very busy. At this point, you can hear the sound of talking coming from the ship. The crew are all, or mostly it seems, alive, awake, up on deck, up and about already, but really not much to do. Because of, obviously, they don't know anybody here. They're not much involved in the actual festivities today or the readiment of morning. And somebody you hear calls to herald your arrival. And only a couple of moments later, you see Nell jump down onto the dock. Heavy feet as you approach. Quite obviously, there's nothing else down on this dock, on this jetty at the moment, so you must have come to see her. Very much the assumption here. She jumps down, arms wide. Lovely to see you all again. You come for a song?
Song? No. We were hoping to ask if you might have certain items on board that we could use. We were wondering if you have any ivory.
Why didn't you ask Thane?
Fane?
Oh, he took a good look around our ship, didn't he?
He's currently busy doing something for the ceremony later today, so can't bother him.
She winks to you.
Right?
What things is it that you're after?
Ivory, primarily. We need some for a specialized spell.
Ooh, how much do you need?
I assume, Yumi, you did say it, right? Like, how much is necessary?
Since we would have spoke about taking it from Threadrose, I would have mentioned that it was 4 strips worth of 50 gold.
4
each.
strips, around 50 gold or something, you know?
You seem like a pretty smart guy, Jurgen, right?
Yes.
You seem pretty smart, pretty knowledgeable of the ways of the world. Answer me a question. When wizards, such as yourself or whatever, are like, oh, I need ivory worth 50 gold. Surely if I sell you like a tiny amount of ivory for 50 gold, is that not enough then? Like,
I
how
was
does it know
about
the
to
market
say
value?
this. Who decides what the gold is worth?
Look,
Because
I don't make these measurements. I just know that this is needed for magic.
But how do I know how much ivory to give you?
Shall I
That's such
send
a Mox
Yumi
question.
asking for dimensions?
Well,
I fear that might be
usually
necessary.
when you use sending, something explodes. So, Eva,
Ooh.
is your Pegasus
Do that. I
around?
want to see that.
No, do not. Please don't.
if
Will
we
you give
can
us a
cheat the
discount?
system by just paying for the less
You know what? What? How ivory? In what amounts do you have? Do you have like an entire ivory tusk for sale or something?
There's a glance to Threadross. I mean,
no, not her yet.
I've got plenty of ivory. But that's not the question here, because I can't just give it to you, right? Because then it's worth nothing.
Yeah, you need to.
I believe sending, if Eva would be so inclined, sending her to quickly get Master Yumi over here with her Pegasus would probably be the optimal choice.
He's the little one?
She is the little one. Yeah.
No, sorry, I mean, I know you were as well. Yumi.
Yeah,
he's
Yumi's a blue-haired wizard.
with the horns, right? The little, like, tiefling gnome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I believe them to be dragon horns.
yeah, I think they're a dragon thing.
Yeah, these are dragon horns, too.
You have dragon horns?
Yeah.
Does that count as ivory?
I'm
Hmm.
You know, technically, horns for me are the same stuff as my cloven feet. So you know, it's just like nails, really.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ava, if you would be so kind as to retrieve Yumi on your Pegasus.
I'm gonna whistle for air love.
Mhm.
I don't know how long it'll take her to get there.
Did he come out of the sky on a rainbow?
Probably not.
Would be cool though. Like, just say.
I'll keep it in mind.
Do you want some mead?
Heck yeah. Gonna need it.
Nice. Are we all drinking today? Is this drinking sort of day?
This is like the preamble drinking before the ceremony, I guess.
Oh, cool. Well, in that case, let me hook you up with some. She'll disappear for a few moments.
She's nice. I like her.
And she comes back only a few moments later with a glass bottle wrapped in some sort of dried leaf, it looks like. She jumps up. So, I've got this. Everyone, come on board.
All right.
Come on, chop chop.
Okay.
As you make your way up, one of the sailors pulls over a small table. She puts down some small glasses onto the table for each of you and pours out a few like a drink into each. And it seems to be quite a weirdly sort of creamy, pale liquid, like a beige. Shimmers a little.
What's it called?
Devil semen.
That's
Shut
a
up,
cool
son.
name. I like that name. Yeah, fuck it. Let's call it Devil Semen.
Oh god.
I find this
can't be
incredibly
seen drinking
disconcerting.
this.
Devil semen for the semen.
Devil Semen for the semen. I like this a lot. That's not its actual name, no. You know, fuck it.
Just for my peace of mind, what's his actual name?
Why would that make you feel better?
I don't know. I don't think it can be worse than devil semen.
It's not. No. I mean, I'll tell you what. First, you take some of the semen.
Stop saying semen, please.
Is this an alcoholic drink?
Yeah.
Then
Most
I would
likely.
have to decline. I'm sorry. I need my focus for the funeral.
It's quite a low alcohol.
Just take a sip. You know, a little sip. That won't inebriate you, right? I mean, sure, that lobster wine from yesterday nearly killed you, but
You know, raising a glass is part of quite a lot of funeral processions. So,
Yeah, I understand that. I just didn't believe we were quite there yet at that point. Well, very well, if you say so. We'll take a sip as well.
down the whole glass.
oh, you've really messed up my mental image.
As I pick up the glass.
Look, as this looks very much.
All
uh,
right. She lifts hers as well and downs it quite quickly.
okay.
I take a sip first. What does it taste like?
In terms of flavor, it's very nice. It is very creamy, but it is also quite fruity at the same time. But it's just very smooth. There's a definite slight bite to it that tells you that it's alcoholic. Definitely not as strong as something like a whiskey or a rum, just straight. But probably still quite a bit of a bite to it, and a very slight aftertaste with a little bit of like fresh sea salt.
Yeah. So it's creamy and salty then, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And fruity. So,
And fruity.
Mm.
Like a nice yogurt.
Irish cream. Similar. It's the thing I had in my head that inspired it is actually Amarula.
I'm not an alcohol expert. I have no idea.
I mean, you don't have to be an alcoholic to know.
Kaluau.
Amarula, it's a South African cream liqueur made from Amarula fruit. And animals eat it to get drunk. Very nice.
Cool. Just because, in case your rhino isn't intimidating enough, fill it with alcohol.
I don't know. I think a drunk rhino is mostly just gonna fall asleep.
I don't think I've ever seen a rhino drunk, but if you search Amarula fruit drunk animal, there's lots of warthogs and monkeys that eat it.
Rhinos have horns. Does that count as ivory?
Yeah, that's ivory.
Yes.
Okay.
But are they horns or is it bone?
That's a bit of a different kind of drink.
It's good though, right? We always pick a decent amount of it up when we come back from the Hope Peninsula.
It must be worlds apart in terms of what you see, what you trade, in comparison to here, right?
What do you mean?
Well, you have all this fruit that I've never seen before. You have these drinks that I've never tasted before. I'm really curious how the whole Hope Peninsula looks. What kind of culture is over there?
I mean, you do literally have a princess from that area here with you, So.
The Federals doesn't say shit.
Hey, Threadros, come here. You've had this before, right?
I take some and drink it. Yeah, I think I've had it before. Yeah.
You've drank devil semen before.
I believe it was likely not called that until today.
Yeah, but what was it called?
Yes, that's what was it called.
Golden Tusk.
Oh.
Golden Tusk.
Ooh.
Does this count as ivory?
Are you already drunk, Sophie? Because if you are, that's not good time.
But just going to clarify it, the ship does also not count as ivory. It's made from an exotic fruit from the Hope Peninsula.
You guys must be loaded with exotic fruits over there.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Anything else interesting
Flexing.
you can tell me about your country of origin? Now that I have you here at the drinking table for once?
Well, Pello really isn't the god of small talk, is he?
No, he is not.
No, he's not. It's a nice, quaint place. You don't need to look into it. It's nice.
You don't need to look into it.
Nice, peaceful. Yeah.
Okay, well,
No problem.
Just answer me this, right? So you went to worship the god Palor. How big is Palor's religion in the whole peninsula?
I don't think it's. He's not that big over there. I don't think.
Well, then the more often, revered deity in the whole peninsula.
How big do you reckon Pelor is? Is he like 12 feet tall? Real big?
I don't know, he's a god.
Oh,
He probably adjusts
yeah.
his size to whatever he wants it to be.
Yeah. I mean, I think size is kind of a bit of an abstract concept for a god,
Yeah.
given their power.
Especially if they're on their plane of existence, then literally their word is law, so, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, Odin, for example, can be a human man who looks frail and old, but then on the other hand, he can also be Odin, the All-Father, god of gods.
But not
Like,
Palor.
It doesn't... Yeah, okay, not Palor, whatever. Look, I'm just curious about where you come from, fellas, because these are the first people I've met that come from the same place as you, and you don't talk about where you come from.
I don't need to talk about where I come from. We're perfectly fine not We're perfectly fine not talking about it.
Threadrose, I'm going to send you the name of the main god of your city.
Even higher than Palor could never be.
Feel free to tell people more about them.
Is it?
Yeah, we
Palor?
don't really need to talk about my home area. It's a nice exotic area. It's very peaceful. Everything's all just and right, and we just need to look to the future and saving Palor. That's the important thing.
Pedros, I feel like you're trying to avoid talking about this because of something else.
Didn't we just hear about the fact that your homeland is sort of completely fucked right now? Or
I do not believe the words were completely fucked, but it is certainly more chaotic than usual, it seems.
Is your homeland also being invaded by demons, Tedros?
It's not that close to Port Orvin. It's closer than here, but, well, is it closer than here? I can't remember.
Well,
It was a while ago I did that journey.
Alright. Answer me something else, because I've always been curious about this. How did you round up with the Symphony of Storms to begin with? Because you're like a fucking princess from there, yeah? So, how did you come into, the same company as former Captain Melgak, Yumi, that Kiram Vela,
I kind of wanted to visit some of the temples of Palor to just to connect with him better and to
pilgrimage
kind of expand my power. And I got captured by some pirates, and they rescued me.
Wait, hold on. Captured by some pirates. I heard from Yumi how you got quote-unquote captured by some Ifrit. Did you just surrender?
I didn't just surrender. I didn't have any weapons on me.
Uh-huh.
I was a lot
I'm
less...
like pointing at your tusks.
I mean, they're not. You're not supposed to use them to just kill people. They're
Hold on a second. Are you telling me that my horns are purely for decoration?
Yes, they are. Yes.
in fairness, I have fingernails, but I've never killed anyone with them.
Yes, I don't believe just because Threadless and her kind have tusks, I think they have been sort of growing out of the use of them as weapons.
Well, I'm just saying,
civilized people after all.
Completely unarmed.
I was unarmed, and I also had a decent amount of money on me. And
wait, this is sounding very familiar.
and then I got captured, and then I managed to get the money back this time, and then and I managed to get hold of a warhammer and helped the other guys with their whole Port Torvin thing.
I see.
I assisted with the justice towards the person towards the group of pirates who captured me. That was just before the Port Torvin thing. incident.
Incident, big word.
Yeah. Incident, to put it politely.
Yumi has actually never really told me what you all did in Port Tobin. I understand there were pirates involved, but I never knew of, like, what else happened. Like, I don't know why suddenly there's demons involved there.
I have no idea either. We didn't really see it. We just heard that it happened. It could have something to do with this drug manufacturing thing that involved magical. There was this drug that was going around. I can't remember what it was.
Meth?
No.
I believe it was called sea salt.
Sea salt, that was it. It was made using magical materials or something. Yumi said something about that.
I've got some of that.
What, sea salt?
Yeah.
You mean I don't think you mean
The
the
drug,
yes.
or just sea salt in general, as in.
Well, I've known a couple people who sniff it for fun, but other than that, no.
Well, this drug sea salt is made using magical artifacts, and my assumption is it's effectively just refining the magical power into a drug or something. I don't know.
And what this place blew up.
Yeah, I think something about closing that operation may have left something unstable and possibly.
Oh wait, you guys like raided the place and blew it up or something?
I don't think we blew it up, but we did take out the people keeping an eye on it.
Alright.
So
It kind of was bloody. There was a lot of fire.
yeah,
Just wish Yumi would show up and actually properly explain this.
but the fire was not our fault. Maybe Kiram's, but not our fault. Hang on. No, we didn't. No, we did. We did. Did we blow up? I don't think we did. We blow it up. I can't remember if we blew it up.
It's been a while.
Kiram 100%
it's been like-
started saying everything was fine. Yumi and Eva, you are welcome to return to this. Enough time has passed. Unless Yumi's being difficult.
This is a massive strips of ivory.
And
No.
yeah, basically there was in our attack there was a lot of fire. One of our friends, Kiram, he transformed into a dragon, and there was even more fire. And yeah, if it wasn't for Kiram, we would probably be dead. So, well, I say we. I don't think there's many of us left.
It's the fact that I stream open so I can see your facial behavior time. But that aneurysm you just had there, I know where that's from. Tedros is spilling the beans here in front of random fucking people.
Hey, Nell, do you have any more of that cum drink?
She's already poured like several other drinks of it. Go ahead and make me a con save.
Yeah, to be clear, Sophie has not drank before. Much.
Alright, you still
That is with an additional +5 to it, to be clear.
Yeah, that's fine. Everybody's crazy on at the moment. That's fine. The first one's only a DC 10, but it will start to build throughout the day.
I think you've had enough, Sophia. Like, don't get drunk before the ceremony.
Yeah, wait until afterward at least.
Yeah. Where is the cobalt, or where's the, oh. Shit. I had a joke there, but I lost.
My dad got drunk at every funeral he went to, apart from one.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Can I just fly over to the tower and, like, fly around till I find him in one of the windows, if there's windows? Then tap on the window, try to get his attention.
What are you? I'm scared to ask this question. What are you doing, Yumi? He taps on the window.
Exercise and push-ups, stuff mages do. No, I think
Waxing the old tower?
I still have access to like the tip top, right? Like the very top. I would be on the very top. The rain would just be passing past me, not hitting me. I'm bone dry. I'm using like ship, ship water, so I keep the rain off myself. And I'm just, I'm looking at the menhir stone. The menhir stone. I'm looking between stone, the skull, over salt marsh, just like looking around, and then I see Eva approaching, and I just stand waiting on my Pegasus taxi.
He's having a fucking Disney princess moment up there.
Yeah.
Hear the singing.
Yumi, just a question about the spell you messaged me regarding.
Yes.
Is that now, or are you going to do?
Oh no, that I plan to do that at the moment when it starts, pretty much.
All right, that's fine.
Perfect.
Keep in mind, it's got a longer casting time.
Yeah.
So I approach on Elov, and I will hail Yumi and get close enough so you can hear me. Yumi.
Hello.
Yumi, Jurgen is at the docks. He's asking for your presence. They're negotiating the price of the ivory strips you've requested. He's asked me to come get you.
Sure. How do I? Oh shit! Catch me!
Okay, I catch them.
Nice.
Right,
Let's go. You got style.
And we. Yeah, thank you.
No problem.
I am trying to.
I think you're one of the good ones.
We're gonna fly
Not like one of those
over.
bad kobolds that I know.
No, the godly folk. You're one of the good ones, huh? Ty's okay. Probably one of the few I like. Ty's okay. So you're okay with me. The rest of them, however... Oh. We shall see.
Much like people, gods are also not 100% infallible. There are ups and downs to everything.
Yeah, well, my experience is a lot more downs. You see this dust? This is my old friend Delric. You can see how that turned out. His god didn't help him when he asked for it. And Paylor isn't helping Threadrose when she asked for it. Yes, he's dying. But before he was dying, there was no help.
My god might be down, but we are.
Storms.
Yeah. He decided to help the homunculus rather than Threadrose, and it died anyway. Did you hear that story? My gosh.
It's the first time hearing it.
It is
Well,
horrifying.
Why don't we help Paylor restore whatever power it is he needs?
I have no
Therefore,
choice.
Therefore, he has no excuse when he doesn't have Threadrose.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
I have a word to say to that guy. I gotta speak to him about something.
My mind.
Yeah. Only reason I'm going is because there's something there I want too. But we'll see.
What is it that you want there?
I got something up my sleeve.
Oh, yeah? Oh,
Yeah.
also, I should mention, there's another kobold, also gold scaled, called Salazar. He says he wants to speak with you.
Oh, the little flag one? Putting all the flags? Oh. I guess he's gonna build my construction.
Build your
Cool.
construction?
Yeah, you see the skull right there?
Mm-hmm.
I need a base or like a housing for it, so that it's strong enough to, like, I don't know, lift Saltmarsh. That's how we're gonna make it fly, with that thing right there. Gotta chain it down somehow or slot it in. And then we're gonna go. We really need to speak to this Verneblin. They live like right below us. I don't wanna lift their roof. That'd be awkward.
You will see as you take another shot, Yui and Eva swoop down, and the sounds of the hoofbeats pattering along the wooden deck of the ship as they land.
And there they are. Glorious Pegasus.
Wonderful.
Yui.
Hey, little guy, how you doing? Here, have some devil's semen, and
What?
Tell me
No.
about the
Heck
pricing of
no.
some ivory.
What do you mean the pricing? It's 50 gold
Yeah, but
each.
I get this stuff pretty cheap, and then I sell it for more money. So which price do I charge you?
You can charge me whatever you want. I just need 4 strips.
Like 4 tiny, like shaving strips.
They have to be like. I have to put them in a little rectangle, so I say about maybe 4 inches.
That big.
Well, yeah. It's a pretty powerful spell. And they have to be worth like 50 gold each, or else the spell doesn't
Yeah.
take it.
But
That's
this
why they
is
have to be
what
like at least 4 inches.
This is how do you know how much it's worth? Who's setting the price of these things?
I guess the spell determines, right? It says 50 gold, but I don't know.
Are you telling me that our economy is governed by,
Magic? Yeah.
Yep.
but not by magic, just by like who inside the magic is setting those prices?
God. Hey, Threadrus, ask Pelor.
Give me a couple days and I'll get my divine inspiration back.
Cool.
You're not using that to ask your god about.
No. I assume it's the goddess of magic that set it all up. Or whoever created the spell.
What's her name?
I mean, aren't spells also like
Goddess, there's a few of them.
over the years, Yumi?
Well,
Isn't
actually-
a spell made by a wizard over the years? Like,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Either the goddess of magic set it up, or whoever made the spell set it up.
I mean, isn't there a god of commerce?
Yeah,
I think they have something to do with.
I think it's
the
whoever created the
price.
spell ultimately.
Is there a god of bureaucracy?
Probably there's a god for everything out there.
Oh, Baylor.
Paylor's the light, so yeah.
The light of bureaucracy.
Uh,
Anyway, I mean, if we could just get maybe an entire horn of, that'd be cool. Or like
I mean, we could. Sure, we could. It'd be enough for a while.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I tell you what. We're about halfway through this bottle. If we finish it, you can have the eye.
Do I need to like sacrifice myself for this so that?
I believe I need another drink.
Yeah. All right. Pause another round of drinks for everyone.
No, thank you.
Yeah, see, as Matza says it, he seems a little bit out of it at the moment for some reason. He sort of like says it in a sort of strange tone of voice, like as if he's like distracted a little bit.
Hey, Namat, you're okay?
I'm not sure.
oh, why? What's wrong?
Good already.
Are you drunk, Namat?
No, not from just half a glass. I feel like I wish I would be right now. He sort of looks around. I'm not sure if this is the best place for it. I will.
Hey.
I'll come back around it
No, you're welcome here. Please
later.
speak freely.
No.
My ship is your ship.
I mean as respectfully as possible. I do not believe this is the safest place for such a conversation that I ever might.
I agree.
Shit, should we go somewhere else?
No, just please, just fill my glass or cup or whatever she gave us.
Fill it up to the top.
I will shotgun both my glass and Yumi's glass. I'll drink for 2.
Oh damn.
I still have a glass in front of me, so I'm gonna drink what's in that glass again.
Harrick, get another bottle. 2 bottles. Get 2 more bottles.
No, you said one bottle.
You said one bottle.
Yeah,
That needs
one
to be-
bottle, and they give you the ivory. That's fine. But we can keep drinking past that.
No. 1 bottle. That's it. I have to be on good behavior today. I can't.
It's like 6 a.m.
Yeah, I mean, proper drinking hours are 8 a.m. Let's be honest.
It's like off
What the
6
fuck?
at least at this point.
She says as time suddenly jumps forward 20 minutes.
I actually thought I had set the clock.
How much alcohol do you have on this ship?
Oh, enough.
It's a merchant vessel.
Ships sail for a really long time, and if you don't have alcohol, the crew gets empty.
Alcohol is the only way to stay sane.
Well,
But
to
it's
be
also
clear,
something
we
to
always
trade as
carry
well.
regular alcohol, but this was alcohol that we were going to trade. That's kind of gone. That idea is gone for now. Now we're just drinking the alcohol that we were going to trade. We didn't give that away.
Crew must be very
Sorry,
happy.
guys. Give them everything else, not the alcohol. All the ivory. We actually did try to give some people ivory. The fuck did we do with this?
Yeah, no, I get it. It's not like a component that's really worth much, I guess, than other people out here.
Nice,
Well, I
nice,
mean,
nice.
it sounds like we'll take it, just in case we want to keep casting this shit over and over again.
Yeah, can you give it to me now?
Yep. I
Thank
guess so.
Yeah, because I need it right now.
Go with Harrick. He'll get you some. Go below deck. It's totally safe down there. He won't.
What kind of animals did you get the ivory from?
I will head on deck.
I feel uncomfortable saying any more than that. In present company?
Elephants.
Loxodons?
No, I wouldn't do such a
Can I go with you?
I
Me?
think it's only a real issue for Tedros if you personally shot one.
Oh, come on. I'm sure that's not an issue with Fred Ross considering.
I side-eye her, but
That's actually a good question, Tedros. So, is it considered a foobar for your people to ride atop elephants?
I don't like it. But I mean, some people do it, but not me.
Alright, I can respect that.
Yeah. We got stuff to do. Come on.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, me.
Hey, Jurgen, have you ever ridden an ox?
No.
We've got one with us if you want to give it a try.
No.
Yeah. Again, do all your people go around riding on little cows?
No.
Oh, why not? I like.
At the giant mountain, we rode around like gigantic goats, though.
Okay.
Wow.
So it's the same thing, isn't it?
No, goats not the fucking same.
That's going to make Nell offended.
What?
What?
Wait, are you
What?
saying I'm the goat?
I think it's time we should leave.
Whoa.
Yeah. I need that ivory. Sorry, Nell. It's nice seeing you again.
You are led downstairs, Yumi, below the deck, by a bald tiefling man, clearly blind in one eye. Horns that come out to the side. Tattoos all off his neck, all over his head and all the way down. Some of which you actually think may have some arcane origin. And you see a decent amount of scarring as well. He's been in a few fights, despite being not particularly broad. But wearing very nice clothing, which is not that surprising from merchant.
You're a mean
makes his
one,
way
aren't you?
below. Pardon?
You're a mean one, aren't you?
Mr. Grinch.
I wouldn't say so.
When you gotta
wanted
get
to go
mean,
with
you
you,
gotta
man.
get mean, right?
No, I mean, if I'm forced to. Sure.
Oh. Forward.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to go with Yumi.
Let's go,
you
Ava.
can, you can. Yeah, nobody's gonna
Cool.
stop you. You can be down there as well.
Nice.
You're led below deck, and it is. There's some more sailors down here. There's a few in hammocks that are still asleep. But the place is now well, not surprisingly, but it is very, very sparse, very empty at this point. And you are led the full length of the ship down to the end, where he pulls open a crate and reveals some ivory.
Nice.
You need 4 strips, right?
I do, yeah.
There you go. And he scoops them out and just hands full of strips to you.
Nice. I'll take out some of Jurgen's gold and pay for it.
What?
In charge.
Nah. Oh, no. Great.
Now I made a deal. You finish the bottle.
You guys are
And,
too nice.
Get the ivory.
Thank you.
What does too nice mean?
Unnervingly nice. I've never came across anyone so nice and friendly.
You have given us safe refuge at your harbor and not asked for any docking fees.
I suppose. I'm not a dock
Say the
master, I
same
wouldn't
with
know.
you.
True, I suppose. I guess you're right. Okay. Great
Hey,
doing
now.
business with you.
You have to understand that our trade is a little different.
Oh?
Well, we've done very well for us. Many.
Ooh.
So now,
Mm-hmm.
we're already kind of low.
Oh, so this is just like a hobby at this point.
We take our trade a little bit more leisurely than some other traders do.
Nice. Well, I admire that.
It's a good way to live, but it seems like things might be changing.
Ooh, yeah, there's a storm coming from the west, so you better anchor down. Get ready.
Yeah, well, I think Nell has already informed you. We're going to spend a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
And then get a better understanding of which direction we should be sailing. Either towards, away, or just maybe hunkering down. Staying put for a little bit. That's
Sure.
all up to you.
Well, of course. You haven't done anything wrong so far.
Yes.
No reason not to. Yet, that's true. Not yet. No reason not to keep you guys around.
Always plenty of time.
True. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. I don't think it will, but, never say never. Touch wood.
It's not like we can control time, is it?
No. Some can. Quite rare, I hear. What do you mean by that, huh? What do you mean by that, huh? Huh? Say it. Go on. Say it. What do you mean? What do you mean by that, huh? Something. You poking at something?
I'm
Who
just
sent you, huh?
saying, we can't know what's gonna happen. We can't see the future.
Who sent you? Come on, be honest. Who was it?
He's gonna look at you for a moment.
Get ready, Ava. Who was it?
Oh, I
This
think
guy's
you know
an
who sent us.
unparalleled dick.
What did you say,
Yeah,
sir?
That's true. You haven't met enough IMCs. You know who sent us, don't you?
No. Who sent you? Say the word.
No.
Who's it? Who was it? Who was it? You go on. Say it. You know it's on the tip of your tongue.
Lee.
And she. I knew it was her.
I don't know who the fuck you want to say. So
No, I'm just messing with you.
The only
Think if
people
you.
that we have had contact with may be of interest to you, the family of a certain princess. So
Yeah, that's
my
fair.
understanding from now, we're not allowed to talk about that.
Yeah, it's a little sensitive topic, I believe. But yeah. Oh well. At least you're not here to do ill will. That's all.
We're just here to trade, and it seems like we've done that.
Sure.
Tell me, as I'm not revealing anything, I'm not stepping in place here. How much do you actually know, princess?
That there is a bounty for her safe return, I think. That's
Just
all.
to correct you a little bit there is a bounty for her return.
Oh, it's just straight up return. Okay, that's a little more worrying.
Technically.
Yeah, it's like 20,000, right? 20,000.
That would be the amount. Yeah. Safe return.
yes.
you wanna get a little-
Sure, and thankfully, you guys are well off. You already made your dues, and you're just leisurely sailing the seas, trading, right? Hmm.
There's a long pause.
Say something.
All I will say to that is the price could be double. 40, 50,000. Wouldn't be worth dealing with that family.
Why?
I am not allowed to say.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna say.
Can you write it down?
Yeah! I'm so glad you write that shit down. Here.
What do you think?
Write it
I
on
am
there.
some sort of devil? I don't deal with technically.
Heck no. Go ahead, just tell me, and I ain't gonna tell nobody. You gonna tell anyone, Ava? Are you gonna?
Perhaps.
You gonna spill the beans?
Perhaps if you're that close to the Loxodon, you should ask her.
She'll tell me.
She
nothing.
know?
It seems every time we ask the Loxodon, she seems to forget. Quite unfortunate, really.
I
Yeah,
feel like that's
it
quite
is.
stereotypically not a thing.
Yeah, yeah, but our Threadrose, you spend enough time, you'll know.
Stereotypical on your
That's
part?
our princess.
Seems offensive.
Oh, I just mean they. Either way,
Yeah, but
I've
you
been
should still
told
tell me,
not to gossip, and
yeah, but what happens below deck stays below deck, and I, as the de facto leader currently of the Symphony, I should know so I can protect her. That's all.
we are talking about a good friend of yours, after all.
Oh, best of friends. I have it in my
Best
title, friend of Loxodons. Go ahead, go ahead.
Friend of all Loxodons.
Ah, well,
I'd be careful.
maybe not all of them.
Title.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Go ahead, spill the beans.
I'm not gonna spill.
I thought you were cool.
I don't care what you think, like.
Shit, that normally works.
Do you think he's going to say,
It works
well,
only
in
on
that
Naga. It
case...
only works on Naga.
Ah, damn it.
Oh shit!
So
you
used to
thought I
that
was
working.
Cool.
Yeah, I thought that
Regardless,
normally
some
works.
alcohol.
Yeah, oopsies, I dropped like 10 gold. Whoa, shoot.
Whoa.
Regardless of the issue with the princess's family, it seems like you know something of the area of that peninsula.
Of the
What's
Hook
the
Peninsula. Yeah.
What's the current conflict there?
There's always
seemingly is that
conflict in the Hook Peninsula.
There's conflict everywhere. I just mean, what's the current one there?
There's a group rising up from the jungle. There's Never. There's a group of rebels that aren't happy with the I really can't say much.
Yeah, but you can, though.
I
Of
could.
one of the towns?
Yeah.
How dangerous a group are these rebels? Are we speaking like small time or?
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
Oh, so power in numbers, I see.
Yeah, very much along those lines. Look, the group itself, they seem to have backing from somebody as well.
Ooh.
Sure. But the group is strong. The leadership is certainly.
And this leadership, and I'll just point up towards the ceiling of the deck. This leadership, you know, that kind of, that town.
There's a reason I can't say anymore. Let's leave it.
Sure. And who's in the right? You're just a personal opinion. Who would you back hypothetically, knowing what you know?
Hypothetically,
Of course, always hypothetically.
drop another 10 gold.
You can drop a hypothetical.
Ava
10
looks
gold.
confused.
Yeah, I dropped.
This guy's
yeah.
well off. Why is he haggling?
You can always
gold,
need
10
more,
gold,
you know? Once it gets
Mainly
something.
just to see if he would, honestly.
Oh, okay. Sorry, that makes more sense.
I drop another.
It's honestly partially to see if he could, and partially just because.
And now I'm curious if that's Jurgen's money.
It is.
he starts to walk back up the length of the ship and almost like sweeps you up, but in a gesture, like he doesn't actually touch you. He's like, let's head back up. And as he's like gets in line with you, he's like, I back them.
Oh, terrible people! Wow.
Yumi, if you have a minute, I do need to speak with you.
Always.
So, we have.
I'll leave you to.
Thank you.
He never picked up the 10 gold buck.
I pick it back up.
That's just on the floor.
Back into the purge.
It's
not mine.
We have a funeral to attend to later.
Yeah, but like right
but
now.
there is.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like right now, we gotta get to this stone ASAP. Because if it's something wrong.
Oh, I hear you. It's just this one thing that we should sort of think about, and it has to do with Jurgen.
Ooh, okay, go ahead.
Well, you went through a lot to get Jurgen back. And this hasn't been the most warming of receptions for Jurgen.
No.
And it seems it's taking a toll on him mentally, otherwise. So I think once we pay our respects to those that sacrificed themselves at the funeral, maybe we can get a sort of party, a get-together, something with a lot of alcohol. I don't know, what is Jurgen like? I just met him, actually. A real welcome back sort of party. I get it, the situation is very grim, I understand, but we also can't rule out the fact that we need to celebrate the fact that he came back. Not
That
just
is
simply
true.
lean into the emotions of the town folk.
Between me and you, I'm not gonna say this out loud, but I'll say it to you. Fuck him. Not in like, I'm not gonna do anything with these townsfolk. I hate them. I love these guys. I love this place. But I mean, like, Jurgen saved like a third of the people here. They were in Seaton. He helped them, right? And then, not only that, Burl, he helped them as well from the Knolls. And how could Seaton and the Burl people just forget? Unless it's just the Saltmarsh people that's like, we don't like Jurgen. But Jurgen's done so much for them too. They're just gonna forget?
Sometimes having to do the right thing means that the world may turn your back on you, but that's something that defines you, is what you need to accomplish in order to sort of stand on your morals, right?
You're
regardless
great
of what
with
people
words.
say. Yeah, I'm okay.
You should do speech. Like, if people are like, oh, we don't want the Horned Devil over here, you should be like, hey, as a shield maiden, I say, fuck a lot of you. But not like that, because I would say that because you're gonna save more people than we've lost, which won't go down well if I say that out loud, but it's true. I understand people are grieving. I'm also grieving in my own way, but I found out my best friend's coming back, so.
So let me tackle this in a few ways.
Yeah.
I understand your feeling towards the townfolk. You've made it clear since the moment we had that first meeting how you feel about them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ask you to change your opinion of them.
No problem.
However, let's refocus here.
I'm listening.
We should make a welcome back bash for Jurgen.
Oh,
at
for
least,
sure.
At least for you. Just something to show that, regardless of what the world says or does or anything, that we are happy to have him back. I think he needs that right now.
Oh, he needs it. Yeah. I'll make sure to tell him all we went through to get him back so he knows how big it was. Like, it was tough. Fucking love the big guy.
And on the note of the speech, I did come up with something to say during the funeral if it comes up.
Goodness, I'm just gonna wing it. You got it. You are perfect for this.
So we should gather some booze, maybe from this ship, have it delivered to the lockhouse or some other place.
Sure, we can just invite Nell. She'll bring the whole thing. She'll be like, hey, I'm invited to the party, I'll bring it. Instead of being like, you gotta pay for it, you know?
Perfect. And then we can have them come and drink or something. I don't know if you want to invite any of the the actual leaders that were at that meeting, maybe to kind of have them. I mean, you don't have to. I'm just saying, more the merrier, as long as they're, on your side or whatever.
I've just thought of something. Right, this party might have to be like on the down low, cause like, what if? No, this is just my train of thought.
My idea was to pay off, if it was a local tavern, just pay the tavern keep off, take the day off, just have the whole thing to ourselves. They don't need to know what we're doing.
Funny enough, the tavern keeper is on the council.
There you go.
So she could. But I think if the people found out we're having a welcome back party right after the funeral service, they might be like a little upset that we're celebrating. You know, because they're still upset with him.
So we should keep the noise down at least.
We could, or we could just go somewhere else for the night.
Yeah, a flying party ship is also not a bad idea.
True, or I could take us all to Loftwick. We had an insane party the last time we were there.
I don't know what that is, but if you had a great time there, I'm sure it'll be nice.
Oh, do you know who had the best time? Me, Malgak, and Mr. Grumpy Pants, Iliander.
I thought you meant somebody else.
Well,
I ain't saying that one out loud.
Okay. You've got a friend called Mr. Grumpy Pants?
Also, as a reminder to you, Yumi, you didn't mention it, and you may have just not wanted to mention it, which is totally fine. But as a reminder, the tavern owner, Hannah, is not only on the council, but she's your business partner.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, fuck yeah.
I don't know who these people are.
Yeah, even better. And she's a business partner too. Heck yeah. Forgot about that. Let's go, Hannah. Woof.
I knew it was a good idea to talk to you about this.
A business
We haven't
partner.
really talked to her in quite a while, to be honest.
Well, we haven't talked to her in, 8 days, give or take?
Now, we spoke to her before we left.
Yeah, so
Maybe.
just under a week ago.
No, it's been that long already.
Now we need to take care of the most important task, preventing Jurgen from getting too tipsy before the funeral. Come on, let's
Oh,
go.
that's easy. Nice. Lead the way. You're great. Hey. You're welcome to stay as long as you want. Heck.
I think as they're heading back up to where we are, I'm going to be talking to Nell. Like,
No, I don't know if it's sort of like a blessing or a curse that you got Yumi and he sort of overrode the Port Authority's jurisdiction of your docking. Because on the one hand, he's completely forgotten to charge you for docking fees, but on the other hand, it's Yumi. So
I spoke to the captain, Gon, that one. And he said there was no fee for docking here for the time being.
oh, nice.
I'm not a guy.
Used to be a pirate, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, something like that. I think, right?
Well, I remember
One of the
Gon
best.
had a little bit
Yeah.
of a reputation for being fairly ruthless with merchants.
You know what they say, don't judge a book by its cover.
Never understood
I think-
that. Isn't that how are you meant to judge a book?
Yep, that is.
No, it really isn't. Like, it could
Then
have
what's
the
the cover
worst
for?
title ever, and on the inside, it could have the best story you ever read.
Yeah, but that's sort of like the author's fault for making a shit advertisement on the outside of the book.
You judge it by the back
That
cover. That's
doesn't
all.
mean it isn't a good story on the inside.
Did you get the ivory?
I did. You're gonna stop drinking. I did.
Everybody that has been up here drinking, that is, drinking, it's your choice. Maybe another concept. The DC has gone up a little bit at this point. Most of you will still be fine.
oh,
This would be my first one.
I'm sorted.
Yes,
Okay.
Oh,
I think I might be immune to alcohol now.
Would a 15 still be enough time?
Yeah, 15 is still enough. 15 is still enough.
All right, fine.
Threadross, you still have a +5, luckily.
Yeah.
So you do make this one.
I think this is. Yeah, I've not been drinking much, but yeah.
Yeah, the
Just
DC,
kind of
the
slowly.
DC for this one is still 10. Numat, you mentioned that this is your first one, so just keep in mind you're one behind. But it goes up by 5.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fine.
Everybody's
Stop
still fine.
drinking. Fuck.
Hey, right, we gotta go see this thing before it turns into a fight. We gotta make sure it's not that before a service. Come on.
All right.
No more drinking, you've had enough. Hey, Nell,
Oh,
keep your schedule free for later. I'll be in touch.
sure. Yeah, whatever you.
Don't drink all the alcohol, you might need it.
No promises on that one.
Oh, shoot.
Well, let's go and do the last thing we have to do before the funeral starts. Let's see how long this will take.
Is there a problem with how long it's taking?
Yeah, do you have like a watch you keep track of? Like,
Somewhere
I
you gotta
just-
be?
I can tell exactly what part of the sky the sun is in and what that means for the time.
all right, good for you, I guess.
Good.
Mm.
All right. You make your way off of Nell's ship. I assume everybody's going. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
What is the next destination?
The stone, the menhir.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and everybody move yourself on the map for me. Just keep track of things.
Look at these guys jumping over the water. My immersion is ruined.
I can fly.
Honestly, I
I
would
can't
have
believe this, Fredros. Can't
I mean,
believe
give
this,
off
Fredros.
this to have a ring of water walking, didn't they?
Oh,
It used to. I can't remember. I either lost it when I got enslaved, or I gave it to
You give
someone.
it to Thane?
I might give it to
No,
Thane.
no, Fane
I
doesn't
re-
have it. Fane has a ring of
Okay.
heat.
that was one of my favorite
Yeah.
moments as well when you fell off of the ship with the ring
ship.
of water.
Slammed in the water.
Fane does have a ring of water walking on his person.
What if you put a ring of water walking on a fish?
Yeah.
Dead fish.
Yeah.
What if you put a ring of water walking on when you were really far underwater?
What do you think would
Specifies that
happen?
you rise at 60 feet per turn.
That's right, 60 feet per turn.
That's like a
Nice.
fucking cannon, that is. That's amazing.
Oh, really?
Cool.
It's the same as dashing, isn't it? I mean, anyway, it specifies how quickly you ascend if you put it on. Anyway, we're good. All right, you make your way over to the menhir stone. It has been moved down, and there are continuous looks. It would appear at first glance that it's the same two guards, but actually, they're two very similar looking guards that just happen to be nearby.
I
It
do
is
not
still-
make eye contact with.
The whole time that you're making your way across, there are people that are murmuring. I'm not going to go into any more detail for the time being. But there are murmurs the entire time. At the moment, as you head here, you see the stone standing exactly where you left it. You still feel something emanating off of it, and you're not sure if it's just your perception of it in this moment with your newfound knowledge of it accentuating the eeriness that surrounds this ancient stone. But it's definitely something that cools up your spine as you approach it.
That's nasty stuff. You sure you don't want to just break it open and kill whatever's inside?
No.
Oh, fine. Just make
Sophie and
Like
Fredros.
Lord first. Let's assess the threat.
I assess it quite dangerously.
And let's keep
Oh.
it down, okay? Let's not talk too loud. This time, did that. God damn it! I don't want to talk about it. Let's just get this spell over with, Yumi.
Sure. I guess I will draw a little arcane sigil circle around it and then bring it down into a point, put the little ivory strips at the a little rectangle and cast the spell. Legend lore.
Fredros,
Yeah.
I've requested a perception check in the.
Discord chat, you mean?
I'm so sorry. In the foundry.
Foundry chat.
Foundry, yes. Boop. Oh,
Alright. Alright. You cast Legend Law. By the way, as a little sneak peek for you guys, there are 2 cards in the new set that will be released this year. One that can guarantee a surge, and one that can negate a surge.
Ooh.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
Fun fact.
Is it specifically a major search or like? Just
I'm
a
thinking
Maybe
at the
roll.
moment I have put in just one that guarantees a surge, and you would still roll for it. But I'm considering different rarities of minor, moderate, and major.
who's the character for them guaranteeing a surge?
I've got a couple of ideas, and I'm not sure yet. If I split it up, I will split it between them. Spoilers: the Yinwas would be one of them.
Nice.
Yeah.
The one that negates the surge, is that one played after the surge? Like the effect goes off and you get to see what the effect is, or
That's a very good question. I don't know. I
Okay.
was thinking if it just surges and it's in an unfortunate time, but I guess you could.
because
Why would I need a card to do a surge? I just need to do sending.
No, I think I would ask for it to. No, sorry. No, it's fine. It's a very good question though. I hadn't actually considered at which point you.
yeah, because you can look at it if the effect is nice, then you want to keep the effect. But otherwise, if it's like, oh, we all explode with lightning, then that's like, maybe play the card.
Oh, I accidentally
Assume it would have to be
killed
done
3
before.
combos. Yeah.
I don't
It's a good question. I will think on that more, but I don't have an answer for that.
Mm-hmm.
Guarantees a surge is Threadros. Threadros already has a card, unfortunately. So it can't be Threadros.
I'm
Anyway.
thinking the homunculus.
I've got 150 new cards, and the homunculus is not.
Oh, boo! It's the best looking character.
It should be like at some point should make Astahal a card, and it's just like he's like the Joker. He's like kind of whatever, sort of like a chaos card, just kind of.
No.
Or is-
Whenever you play this card, a dead homunculus falls out of the sky and lands next to you.
Or it's
Are we
just
getting
the
another-
only card that doesn't do anything.
Are we
Yeah,
getting
it's just
another
blank
like
text.
Phoenix card?
It's Astahal.
One of
That's all
the
it says. on the card.
Wait, but whenever you get this card, you can't play it. It takes up a fucking space. You never get back in your hand.
It's the cursed effect card. It does an effect, but then 5 minutes later in game, it negates that effect.
Or
Do we get
like you
it-
actually
it-
can't
it-
get it on
it'll
the hand. The
find
only
it-
way to get
It'll
it on
get-
the hand is to trade it away. To other people.
Or die.
People keep drawing that
Oh,
card,
don't. I
then
really like
eventually
that
there will be
idea.
no slots left.
Do we get another ultra rare like the Phoenix?
Yeah.
I do have a request for a card. Pretty silly, but a request. I have can we have like a Delric dust card where it's just like the bottle, and then have it? You can use it as spell components.
Oh no!
You haven't been using Delric as spell components, have you?
I'm not allowed to.
Here's my first
The card
PC.
could let you.
Yumi, do me a favor and put that in the Dust and Blood general chat.
But I do
yes,
want to specify that the title should be 100% pure Delric.
Oh yeah, I rolled a natural 20. I'm picking him up. It has to be 100%.
100% pure
Do we get a? Is there another ultra rare card like the Phoenix?
Yes. I am going to release one more limited, but I am not going to release it until the Phoenix is gone.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I do.
It's like ultimate resurrection. No matter what, that person gets rezzed.
Interesting. Not sure.
Even
Anyway.
if the person who owns that character doesn't like it, he still gets raised.
He gets res just against their
his own
will.
But yes, there will be another Phoenix style card, but I'm going to wait. It will be the same deal that if you pull that card, you will also get the physical copy of the card again. But I'm not going to release it until the Phoenix. Which it's got to happen at some point, right? Either way, your spell goes off, and you see as the ground around the Menhir Stone begins to burn. fire in a circle starts to spread, just spinning around, and it begins to slowly move outwards. As it does so, we're going to take a 10-minute break.
Fucking hell.
I'm just imagining what my character's cards would be, because like what the effects would be, because I can't think of anything in particular. Like for Evangeline, for example, would it just be like you draw on the on her set of cards and get whatever the effect that is?
I mean, all your characters are skill monkeys, right? They're probably
Yes, I
Skill-based.
have a skill.
Yeah, like Sophie's would be like +15 to perception check.
Sophie's
something
would be
like
you see real far for a while. Would probably be Sophie's.
It depends on the rarity of the card as well to help you.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't
True,
actually
true,
got to any. Your characters are all on the list, but I haven't actually got to making your character.
Yeah.
So I don't.
If I'm thinking about it, it would be like Sophie's would be seeing real far. Kadira's would be disguising himself in some way, and
well, we already have 200 cards, so I can't mimic the effects as well. So we already have some that do that. So I'm having to.
Oh right. Shit. Okay.
Take a break.
I bet you don't have a card that says draw from this very specific list of random effect cards, like Evangeline's deck of cards.
Oh, that's actually not a bad idea. All right, but yes, let's take a break. I did see somebody pulled a legendary just then, by the way.
Ooh.
Don't know
I
who it
just
was.
bought 10 packs.
You pulled a legendary?
I need a
I might have
piss.
pulled a legendary, yeah.
Hey, it wasn't the Phoenix. I every time I see somebody be like, I pulled a legendary, I instantly check. I'm like,
How do you know if you got a legendary? Oh yeah.
Yellow.
Yeah, I got the Dream Devourer.
oh, okay, nice.
Oh, okay.
Nice card. Nice. All right, 10 minutes, guys, and we'll be back.
Okay.
We'll be back.
I'll set a timer now. 20.
As a quick shout out to everybody as well, we are also live on TikTok. So if you want to go follow us there as well, feel free. Yeah, you don't have to. I'm just saying, if you already use it, specifically. Yes, I saw that thing. Much appreciated. Be lovely.
So we're doing the funeral today.
I'm gonna message you, Jack.
Like, should I stop mentioning the funeral and when we're going to do it? I thought it was funny. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yo,
I was just making some eggs.
I don't know what it is, but I feel like I'm getting a little sick. I feel like it's sickness coming on a bit. I had like a stomachache earlier, that's gone now, but I don't know. Gotta get a good rest in tonight. Hopefully sleep that all the way.
You're not feeling good?
It's just a bit off, I sort of get a sense I might be getting a little sick right now. Well, it's good that I know this early, can do maybe some nice tea gonna make later.
Put some grass in it.
Damn.
Alright.
Grass tea.
At least I would be able to tell when I drink it, and then not continue drinking it.
I didn't know. I just thought 10
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you know. It's just you noticed because you're so used to it, as a cow. So you just kind of took it naturally.
Oh, that's it, huh?
How did you change your image to the collector?
You fucking started it, bro.
I did. Yeah. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have never set my image in front of me.
I used
I always noticed
something
it,
else, and I
forget it.
haven't for a while. So I can't remember why it's not.
What?
Anyway. Hey, the collector has all of the knowledge, right? That's kind of what I'm doing. I got myself a blanket as well.
Yeah.
You're
I
cold
should
again.
do that too.
Is
Oh.
It is. It's dropped down
blanket
to
up.
12 now.
12 degrees. Oh.
I don't think
what?
that 12 degrees is blanket territory. I'm not sure about that.
Leave me alone. Look, I've said this, or I know I've said this already, but once it gets up to like 35, 40, and you guys are moaning, this is great. Then I'll have the last.
Are you a hot child, Ty?
Oh, he just lives in Spain.
I mean, I have very much just, I think, or at least started to become accustomed, climatized. Spent a lot of time walking in the heat and stuff last summer. I'm definitely preferring the heat over the cold now.
Oh. Anything above like 15 degrees is like, I'm not okay.
I'm surprised as much as anybody because I haven't typically been somebody that feels the cold, but the moment it got down to under 20, I was like, it's actually pretty fucking cold.
Maybe it's because their houses are built different.
Oh, that definitely affects it as well. There's zero insulation, and it's all concrete, and there's single glazing everywhere. So when I say it's 12, it's like 12 in here. You know what I mean? It's not like 12 outside. 12 in here.
All right.
Either way, is everybody back?
Yeah, I think so.
Give me a minute.
We're still waiting on Anthony. Wonderful. All right. Let's get into it. Welcome back.
Where are you trying to move?
Oh, okay. Interesting. I had... okay, that's... You guys can still hear me, right?
Yeah, I go.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
No, I can't hear you.
I've never had that happen before. I just had a token on the map that was on the GM layer, if you will. So it wasn't visible.
GM layer?
Invisible. And it wasn't react. Like I was trying to move it wasn't reacting, and then it just disappeared. Just deleted.
What the?
Yeah, no.
The eerie music
Ghost.
really isn't helping me.
Yeah, no, that's some creepy
When the-
pasta foundry story
when the-
stuff right there.
When the DM loses control of the token.
God
stand by their
damn,
own.
Foundry VTT
Oh, it's
horror
back.
stories.
It's just
whatever.
come back.
Number 7.
But I can now control it. Okay. All right. Either way, let's get back into it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel really back into it, boys. I hug the rock.
There is still fire burning at the moment. You take 20 points of fire. You see as the fire begins to continue to swirl, embers rise, and there's this almost curling black smoke appears billowing around the mayhem. You get the scent in your nostrils of like burning hot, charred spices heavy in the air. It's not actually unpleasant, but it's certainly intense. And a form appears, statuesque, silhouetted in the smoke, flickering fire and smoldering obsidian armor, sharp features, sculpted almost, with a pale skin, her eyes glowing like coals. Watching all of you in the remnants of this sort of dying firestorm around the many stone. Her form flickers for a moment between solidity and this almost wraith-like translucence. And you see standing in front of you
Oh my.
smoke. Alright, what do you want? Make it quick.
Really, you'll be working none of these spells summon someone that just,
I
looks
don't
like you.
control who shows up. What's in the stone? What is this ominous thing?
A key.
A key to what?
A temple.
Ooh, in the Dreadwood.
In the
Wonderful.
Well,
is
to
this
be
safer here
more-
than in the... Oh, go ahead.
I
miss.
hadn't finished, young one. Calm down.
I was aware.
It's really pretty.
I get excited.
To be clear, it is a temple beneath the Dreadwood, not technically in it.
Of the
What
Dread
were you
Beast.
going to say?
Is it safer here than over there?
I mean, that is just a matter of opinion, isn't it? Are you going to
suppose.
protect it?
I guess we have no choice now.
Are you
Yes,
stronger than the Lathlin?
very much so.
Then I guess it's safer here.
Wonderful.
Said with such confidence.
Well, if she didn't believe I was, she wouldn't have sent it with me.
I'm
Well,
not sure what I've done that. Just
I
to
mean, I
fuck.
guess she believes that
I'm capable, at least.
whilst the Knolls are still searching for it in the Dreadwood, it's safer here.
Fine.
Oh, right.
Can you tell us how the key works?
Ooh.
You take the key. There's a door. Put the key in it. Turn it.
I think what she's trying to ask is the whole stone the key, or is just what's inside?
No. The key is inside the stone. It's been hidden there, if you will. The key is... It's a key. It's not some sort of euphemism. It's a key.
Can we get the key out without breaking the stone?
No.
Well, stone stays.
Great. Amazing.
Is it the only key of its kind?
It is the only... Yes.
Oh, that's good.
So
At least
even if
for
we don't break it, someone's going to come and break it eventually.
Well, there's a lot of people that want the key. Yes.
Right.
When was it put in there?
Roughly 670 years.
Thinking back, do I know of anything that happened that long ago?
Well,
Was that when
again,
the Dread Beast was last night?
No, the dread beast, as you put it, hasn't been around for, I can't say some time before that.
Oh.
The only thing that happened 670, whatever I said, years ago, that's of really significant importance regarding this is that the Lathlin put it inside a stone.
Oh. Okay. Great.
Does that help?
Yeah.
What's the easiest way to carve onto the stone?
Well, I wouldn't say there's any particularly easy way. It's got quite a lot of magic surrounding it to protect it. Why would you want to carve into the stone?
It's all I'm gonna need today about Dane's making a plaque.
Okay, my apologies.
I accept them. Thank you. Very
Right.
good of you.
What's your name?
Ishkra.
Nice. You show up for all things evil? You
It's
know?
not evil, and neither am I. And it's rather rude of you, Yumi.
Are you like... And do
Fine.
you and Vorzian have the same thing going on as that collector fellow has going on?
Similar. Vorzian's a little bit more stick up his ass about it, but similar thinking.
Yeah, he does strike me like the type.
Sophie's going to drag her fingers through
Oh, I
her
thought-
coarse ponytail.
What's your hair care routine?
You couldn't afford it.
Oh.
It requires souls, and you barely have one.
Damn.
Ooh.
Real quick to clarify something. You said Vorzian earlier? That's not the other legend lore guy, right?
Mordecai. Mordecai.
Mordecai, sorry.
Mordecai.
Mordecai.
Yeah, we
I'm
mean
so
that
sorry,
guy.
that's
That one
who I
with
thought
the
you meant as
helmet?
well. Yeah, I completely
with the big
skipped
helmet.
that in my head.
Okay, that confused me for a moment.
Okay,
Vorzian?
Mordecai.
Mordecai, yeah, okay.
Wait, who is Vorzian again? Just
I'll fix
the
it.
guy in the
The
skull.
skull guy.
Oh, right.
Since the skull guy.
I'll fix
Or
that.
friendly neighborhood soul.
Great.
Did we ask who created the key?
Who created the key? Great questions.
Same person that created the prison.
Oh,
Who?
Well, that's difficult. There was a joint effort, but you would know the collective. Let's put it as the Caliph.
what?
Zaki.
Oh, okay. That sounds familiar.
They're a form of guardians. You have one nearby, I believe.
Yeah, he's sitting right over there.
Yeah.
That's the one. Ding, ding, ding. 10 points for you.
Thank you. I'll take him. I'll take him. I'll take him.
How is everything else here doing?
So far, so good. I guess now we have a freaking key. If we don't need the stone, can I just put it somewhere else?
The key or the stone?
Both.
I thought we need to
Put them
carve
wherever
the
you
stone
want.
for the funeral.
No,
Okay.
there's a plaque being made. We can't carve the stone, it's too durable. We're making a plaque, which Thane is making, so I guess we don't need the stone. If we break the stone, is the key gonna, alert people that its ominous presence has been opened?
Well, I'm guessing the stone's preventing the key from being found with magic to begin with, isn't it?
Why do we need to break the stone in the first place?
Why do you
we
need to
don't-
cast Legend Lore if you're going to answer all the fucking questions yourself?
This is how we work out problems.
Carry on then.
You just tell us 10 points here, 10 points here, 10 points there.
Very well. Very well. We'll do
What's
this
the
in
current
points.
what's the current situation between, or the current relationship between all of the individuals that give us information from the spells?
Minus 10 points.
Hey, you asked us how were things here. I'm asking you.
How much ivory specifically do you need to pop up?
Oh dear lord.
4
Why
strips
are we
worth
asking this
50 gold
unless-
each.
Who determines which strip is worth 50 gold?
I do.
Whoa.
Oh,
Oh,
so...
God. Why isn't it that you say that the strip has to weigh a specific amount of gram?
Does it have to be ivory? Can we give you something else?
You can give me your soul.
Nope.
Is that
if
why you
you-
like ivory? Does ivory hold the souls of like the people that belong to?
That's right. Elephant souls reside.
Oh shit!
Zedros is somber.
This is some legend lore right here.
I just only
Well,
have one tusk.
I only have to be truthful about
Yeah.
the thing you actually pay me for. The rest,
The
I just
artwork.
make up as I
Yeah.
want.
Yeah, yeah.
So is Thredros missing half her soul?
No, she isn't. She did.
Well,
She has
debatable.
both her tusks full. It's just the
Pedro
artwork.
should not speak about himself in the third person.
Thank you anyway. Any more questions about the stone?
No, I'm satisfied.
I'm sure you are. Anyone else in the party here?
Is there any magic available that could find this specific stone?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Can we carve this stone with anything?
It is technically possible, but what's the point?
Yeah, what? Stop asking.
Why are you asking the same question that has already been answered, Nofi?
No, I'm just
I don't-
saying that, like, it just make it prettier. It's just a big rock right now, isn't it?
It's
How do we destroy
warrior
the key?
big rock.
Ooh, as far as I'm aware, the key cannot be destroyed. But in theory, if you were to plunge it into a dying star, it would be destroyed.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh.
Plenty of those around, you know.
If it was
Just-
instead,
Well,
put
Does
in
it have
a-
to be a dying star, or can it be like a regular star?
No, it has to be.
Mm.
If it was put in an extra dimensional pocket, would that be harder to find?
I mean, presumably, yes.
Good. Okay, that's all I need to know.
Would you be harder to find in an extra dimensional pocket?
Yeah, but I don't know what they're using to find it. Is who knows?
Well, there are a bunch of gnolls, mostly. So you do that.
No, idiots.
I would say so. You'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
Alright.
Unless some of them happen to be quite intelligent. God, can you imagine?
Can you be Jurgen's +1 to the funeral? I feel like it'll improve his reputation.
Well, not.
Happily.
Goodness, no. I've only paid you for the spell. That's it. If we're done here, anyone else
Okay.
any questions? No.
Oh,
Going once. Twice. Thank you for your service.
That's not how
Well,
that.
I'm
I'm
done
just
with
here
questions.
now of my own volition.
Amazing.
good.
No. Great.
What's wrong with you? Feel even more prickly than usual.
Yes, we have a
Just really
funeral.
quickly, Ty, if I could just check, like, I just want to know, like, what exact kind of extraplanar being she is.
She's the devil.
Alright, just like checking. I was like, I had my hunches, but I want to just, like, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
what exact kind, you know?
No, she is.
Alright,
she's,
alright,
she's the devil.
Alright. Just
Is
check.
your lip gloss use souls too? Or is that made of something else?
Oh no, of course not. You can't make lip gloss out of souls. I'll send you some.
Nice.
Don't wear it. It's probably gonna kill you because you're an angel.
Yeah, you're like almost
Why are
direct
you so
opposite, right?
pessimistic?
Yeah, don't be a bitch about it.
I guess this day just has me kind of down.
Maybe you're not
Anyway.
so
Yeah,
bad.
it's a sad
If you're
day.
ever looking for work, here you are out of it. Could
No,
arrange
I'm
something
sort
for
of
you.
trying to help save gods at the minute. It's sort of as like a side thing
Ugh.
until I figure out what else to do. I'll hit you
Tell
up
me-
though later.
Tell me
That was my
honestly,
reaction.
why do you want to save the
Well, for a starter, I'm pretty sure some of them were friends with Saint Cuthbert, and I don't know about the rest of the gods, but Cuthbert was pretty tight.
St. Cuthbert is dead. As
yeah,
much
no,
as he was a lovely
he is
fellow.
dead, but he wasn't bad.
Sure.
Why don't you want to save the gods, for that matter?
He was a nice little vacuum. For other people, shall we say, to step into.
Sure, but
Yeah, so be
if-
nice to me.
If the son of the if the god of the sun dies and everyone on the material plane goes with it, then you don't get any souls, right?
That is absolutely spot on.
So wouldn't that mean you would want to make sure this works out?
It would mean that we'd want to make sure that the people on the material plane
I feel like the methods you would use, or just devils in general would use, would kind of suck for us.
They don't have to suck for you, Sophie. I've offered you a job.
Yeah, no, but I've got sort of like responsibilities.
Well, it's been lovely.
Indeed.
You all look wonderful.
Thank you.
Where can I send a little present for the morning?
What are you sending?
Well, I want to send my best wishes. It's always a sad event when you slaughter so many people needlessly, Yumi.
Me? I didn't kill anybody. I barely
To a
survived.
certain death, but
I mean, can you be blamed for someone that volunteers?
I guess they did volunteer. That is technically.
Which is that's kind of correct with your kind.
I suppose
start
people do
using
also
that.
volunteer, quote unquote, to sign their souls on the contracts that devils use as well, so. A point could be made that it's all like free will.
Sophie and Jurgen, and Thredros, you do notice there's quite a large crowd gathering.
Oh shit.
Funerals.
There's already a lot
you
of
think
people.
of that only right now?
There's already quite a lot of people in this area that were coming here for the sort of funeral. Were already coming to pay their respects, effectively. Sort of first thing this morning.
You can send the gift over to the locked house, alright?
The locked house. Very good. And I have permission to leave the gift in the lock house?
What is the gift?
By the door.
Or what would you like, Yumi? I was thinking just sending you some wine. Honestly.
I think your
Hey.
words is enough.
What kind of it's not devil semen, right? That's not the kind of wine we're
Oh my
talking about.
god.
Is that a real thing?
I don't know. We were drinking something called that earlier.
It was gold. It was.
I believe she made quite clear that it's not what it originally was called, and you made
Yeah.
it up, and she just said it out of fun.
Tell me more about this
Oh.
devil semen.
It's not relevant. I think
I mean,
your
she
words
gave me
is
one
enough.
of the bottles. Like, here it is.
Ava, we
What would you
already-
like in return, Sophie? The lip gloss?
I haven't said it. I haven't said anything.
I mean, if you have it
no, I
with
know,
you.
but we need to start moving the stone. You and I are the only ones who can move the stone to position.
Fair
Very
enough.
well.
We're moving it back across the thing. Let's go.
Yeah.
Good job, you two.
Good luck moving it.
Wonderful job.
No, that's mine.
She will pull out a small, like, dark crimson metal tube.
Oh,
How big is she? Is this going to be like enormous in my hand, like a lightsaber?
She stands at about 12 foot tall.
Nice.
It is. I mean, it's probably slightly too large, but still very much usable.
okay.
I mean, I just hand her the bottle. I'm not going to use it, so I just hand her the bottle.
It's a deal. And she will hand you the lip gloss.
Thank you.
Enjoy. And with that, there's a burst of flame as she dissipates.
Really, an even more less extravagant method.
Don't put the stone on the island. Use my book, please.
By the way,
You're kidding.
I know that Sophie's wearing really dark lipstick
Yep.
in all of her portraits. I'm pretty sure this is where she got it from.
I mean, so is Ishra, to be fair. So yeah.
We will put the stone back into its original position as it was on the island.
Now I'm responsible.
Wait, are you fake crying, Ruby?
I
I didn't
suppose
do
it's
anything
fine.
bad. I just made a deal.
I suppose it's fine.
Well,
Alright.
that was a lot easier than last night.
Yeah, between the two of you, this is easy this time. If anything, it feels like the stone has somehow got significantly lighter. You don't think it has?
I guess now we wait for it all to begin. Hopefully Fane will be here on time with plaque.
Well, if it's not, I can just create a monument of ice permanently with all the names in it.
I think what he's making would be more relatable to the people.
Isn't it just the same? Just ice and a black?
Sure, but he made it with his own 2 hands, and
I did the same.
you use magic, dog.
Yeah, it takes more effort.
Yeah, I know, I understand it. It does take more effort, technically speaking. But Doug, let's just wait, okay? Let's just give it some time. Let's see if he can make it.
Sure. I'll wait right here until the funeral starts.
I don't know what time Eliander actually said it was gonna start.
Can I gauge the quote-unquote crowd's opinion of me doing a very obvious in the open handoff of goods with a devil?
There is 1 or 2 people muttering about it, but honestly, roll me an insight roll as well, please.
Wow, look what Jurgen did to that pure angel. He corrupted her to do deals with devils.
Genuinely, you are hearing some of that, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why you guys just kept talking to her. I don't see underlying.
That's actually a 23.
Okay. I think we can set it up so that it will roll a minimum. Anyway, we'll worry about that later. But with that, so with the 23, I mean, you can hear plenty of murmuring. Like, pretty much everybody that's in this area is talking about that at this point, right? Because a literal devil has appeared from flame, and just sat and had and somebody that looks very stereotypically devilish as well. Has, the collector, although he is a devil, actually doesn't look that, stereotypically devilish. The rumors that are being spread, or the gossip that is being said, is largely about Jurgen still. You do indeed hear like 1 or 2 people talking about like Jurgen's corrupting influence on not only you but on the rest of the party, and that somehow Jurgen was the one that summoned them here, and much more about this, like to a weird degree, like beyond what you would think is.
Well, since everyone else is dealing with funeral preparations, I'm gonna grab Numat quickly.
Oh,
Hey, sorry, are you busy?
a bit in thought, but otherwise, no. I'm just sort of mentally preparing myself for my performance.
Which performance? Sorry, I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention.
I last evening was preparing a melody for the departed.
Ah, understood. Just for the time being, though, could you accompany me? I have a suspicion that I'd like to try out and test.
Very well.
Your sense that you have, does it help you figure out when people are influenced by these powers?
No, but I do possess magic that could free them of said, or at least give them a better chance of resisting it. It's complicated. I did not come into a situation like that before, I'll be honest. I'm aware that could happen, of course, but...
These people all over town, the ones from Saltmarsh, the ones from the 2 towns that Jurgen helped us save, there's an incredible amount of bad press. I mean, even things that we've done. Yumi, I feel, should definitely be getting more flack than Jurgen.
Oh yeah.
But it's all going to Jurgen. And I don't think that's a coincidence. And I don't think that it's naturally occurring.
I see.
Would you walk the crowds with me once they're congregated today and just... I want to examine the crowds. It's something I did a lot back when I wasn't an angel yet. Crowd watching. I just want to see if it's different this time.
Understand. I will do my best.
Okay, the one thing that's confused me the most is that Jurgen did actually talk to a strange devil-like being yesterday, and the rumors that came out of it involved cannibalism somehow.
Okay.
Like
See.
that has anything to do with what actually happened.
Well,
It spiraled
it'd be just a
way out of
rumor that
control.
sort of parallel developed to that. Doesn't necessarily have to be from the collectors, if I recall, appearance.
People in this amount of danger don't gossip about one guy like this.
I guess not. I will be honest, I am not very familiar with city folk. For most of my life, I've lived in the deserts, and people are far and few between.
That's fine. I'll do the people watching. You do your sensey thing. And or if I find someone who's particularly avid about this, could you cast your spell on them?
Very well.
Okay, as the crowd starts congregating, I want to sort of wade my way through, trying to be as under the radar as possible. Because before people get really... I think I mentioned that before she sort of outs herself as an angel, she just sort of feels like a normal person until you realise. So, for the most part, she can walk through crowds fairly easily. But I'd like to, from beyond her fringe, open the eyes and see if I can figure out like where the rumors are coming from, where they're circulating and getting this bad. If people are just coming up with this stuff on their own, or if it's like coming from a specific somebody.
Do me a favor, roll me. First, I would like a deception. I use this in place of a sort of almost blending in this instance, because it is a charisma-based sort of mingling, if you will.
Yep.
Very good. Very nice. Roll me. I would like a perception and an insight as well.
A perception and an insight. Okay, that I can do. Well, it might not be. It depends. I can roll shit. It's not a thing that's impossible.
No, I just meant crazy to those.
And an insight. That's a 23.
Okay. That's fine. Alright. 21, 28, 23. Not.
I know I'm a skill monkey, but you have specifically picked 3 of the skills I'm very good at.
You're specifically doing something that you're good at. Nothing to do with me. Alright. With that, there's a certain amount of gossiping that is going on. Not all of it is about Jurgen, to be fair. When Jurgen is in sight, it seems to increase notably. The gossiping that happens is pretty routine, which is to say that it's a lot of stuff that you've heard before. There's not much in the way of originality going on with it. You do find a small group at the back. You find 2 people in particular, both human, both women in this instance, one older and one in their sort of like mid 30s, and they are completely oblivious to the fact that you're there. It would seem at the moment, and are just gossiping away, and this, of everything you've heard, feels like the more malicious gossip.
Do I have any idea who these people are? Like, there's any affiliation? Do I see a type of clothes that would be worn in a different town to this specifically? Do I see any affiliation at all?
I would say that given the amount of time that you've spent in Saltmarsh and your very good insight roll, I think about the only thing you could garner from these is they're Saltmarsh folk. The people from Burl are very distinctive. They have a far different style. And the people from Seaton have a slightly different style as well. So with your insight, you can pick up these are originally Saltmarsh folk, but who they are beyond that, you don't know.
Understood. Given that I'm still discreet, and presumably I still have Numat with me. I mean, he's welcome to continue to sort of run over his thing in his head, but I'm just going to sort of tug him at the sleeve.
Hey, those two over there. How discreetly can you cast your spell?
I'm not a sorcerer, sadly. I do not believe it to be very subtle. I apologize.
That's fine.
I just want to clarify as well from earlier. This spell can only help the person to resist it. It is not to. I cannot cleanse the influence.
That's fine.
It still depends on the person to.
How long does it last? The influence.
The spell, you mean?
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Only that much. It's fine. Well, I'll keep their attention, and
Yes.
you just do whatever you're doing.
Nomad will also have an ear and eye out, just as he's he is very much distracted for multiple reasons now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Quite a lot of his brain right now. So he'll try still to his best to just see if he can glimpse anything. The problem is just that Numad, while he is certainly an expert in hunting extraplanar beings, he's not really an expert at preventing or searching for signs of their influence. You know, like he can't really. He's not that good at figuring that out. So out in the desert, there's not much to influence in the first place.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But he'll try his best to figure any sort of signs out as well if he can see anything. So he'll just wait for anything that might Sovium pick up or anything he can pick up while sort of being at like 3 places at once in his brain.
Sorry, have I picked out Numat at a very bad time?
I mean, you can't possibly have known that, but sort of.
Yeah.
He is a bit occupied in his head right now with so many things.
So sorry, Numat. In simple terms, specifically, what are you trying to achieve at this point?
I also just simply want to I want to sort of I just tell Sophie where I'm sort of standing. I just want to be a sort of a different sort of side of the crowd and sort of have just a different angle of him. To maybe I can just spot something, a strange potential, like a strange emotion or conversation that might happen. Some words I might pick out. Say kind of the same thing, just a different angle.
Roll me a perception to begin with, please. Very good. Very good. You watch them talking, and there is roll me an insight as well.
It's fine. You don't need to apologize.
Okay.
Could be worse.
There's a ferocity to the way they're talking. You know, like they're really excited, animated about this gossip, going back and forth and bouncing off of each other in a jovial and almost ferocious sort of hunting way, as they're metaphorically sort of tearing Jurgen down in this instance, right?
Yeah.
Man, I'm having some real high school flashbacks right here.
One more
Really
thing. Now that I
fun.
assume the crowd has like more gathered, right? There's a lot more people now, right?
There's always people sort of coming into the crowd, yeah.
Yeah, if there's already a good chunk here now, I want to use my sense again and sort of just sense the crowd. For all we know, there could be actually a devil among them, for all I know. There maybe is sort of spreading that.
Make sure to
these
exclude
rumors.
me. It'd be kind of awkward.
Of course, I know.
I'm assuming Numat is experienced in this, so he excludes anybody that he already is aware of. I assume.
Yeah. I'll use a spell slot to fuel that.
You sense a devil.
Oh, well. Is it? Hold on. Can I tell if this is a fucking same the one that we just saw?
Is it the lipstick?
It's not the lipstick. It is not the same one that you just felt, but it has the same sort of energy. You feel like They have a connection to the one you just.
I'm not.
But they are not in the crowd. You feel them on the hill, just up from you, up towards cliff side.
It's gonna be like somewhere, I don't know, over here right now.
Up
The crowd's
towards
gathering
the
around the
end,
Menhir Stone, right?
you know.
And then, yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. And then somewhere up there.
Does Numat just fuck off suddenly?
No, well, not like that, but What suddenly still takes note of that, and he'll does wander over to he'll sort of. You're in the middle of the crowd, right? Sophie.
Yeah, I'm wading.
Ah, yeah, so that's difficult to contact.
But if you want to go and do that thing right now, that's fine. I think you'd know. Yeah, so Sophie said that she's just going to go and talk to them as the distraction, but she can just talk to them in general instead of doing the distraction thing, and you can go deal with whatever the devil thing is.
It's a connection to the one. Is anyone at the side right now? Is Eva at the side right now?
Where is Eva at the moment?
Yes.
I was helping Jurgen with the stone, and we're just over here. I was over here with Yumi and Jurgen.
I guess there's not much crowd over there, so I can just like wander over there real quick. I'm not so stupid to just go over my own, and then suddenly get like fucking possessed by a devil or some shit. Not that I would. I feel like I have a good chance, but like still, you know, I'm not want to I want to at least tell somebody.
I understand.
So I wander quickly over to the group at the Menhir Stone, and I will sort of nod to everybody to I say, notice me. I have some news.
No, no.
Currently, Sophie and I are investigating the crowd a little bit, in case for any sort of influence Sophie assumes, sort of devil kind or other. And my senses are still to be trusted. I do sense a certain devil's presence up on the hill, where I believe the direction of where this Eliander, I believe, was the Fireborn mansion, somewhere up that hill. It's similar to the devil that was previously here, but not the same.
Is Sophie here?
She's currently investigating the crowd, sort of
Oh, shoot.
waiting, as she put it.
Devil thing's pretty serious.
I was about to head out there myself to investigate further. I just simply thought it was prudent to inform you.
We should definitely go, just to make sure Eleander's okay.
Where you exactly sensed it? Like right at Iliander's house?
Well, I can figure out the distance and direction, like where exactly, sort of.
You can, or you just get the direction?
I'm pretty sure you can. Exact distance and direction.
So I'll tell you exactly where the devil was. To be very clear, I said up towards Eliander's house as a frame of reference, but the devil was. Hang on, I'm trying to ping here.
Right there, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so it is
actually
on the cliff,
the
overlooking like the crowds gathering and everything going on.
Can we see it?
But like only just. No, as this is a clear point. As you look up there, Numat, as you look to the point where you can, like the devil is, there's nothing there.
I would not be surprised if they were invisible at the moment. It could be. He thinks of himself what like is devilish, an imp maybe, a watcher from the earlier devil left behind.
Very likely, with the connection you feel to the devil that you have just interacted with, an imp or something of that nature as a servant specifically to the devil Ishkra that you've just interacted with is the most likely. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll reiterate that exact thing, yes.
Would she get upset if we kill it?
Level, they're not going to do anything, and let's not stir the pot if we don't have to. Like, you know, even though it's not an issue to deal with it, it's an issue that it would cause a ruckus, you know?
Yeah, but you've sensed a devil in this town before, Nomad, right? That was one of the things you found.
Did we not investigate that?
It was undead. No, we didn't.
Undead, we sensed
Did we
it.
not?
Was
Did,
the,
did we not
No.
investigate the
Not-
fiend one?
I don't believe so. No.
Oh God, did we forget about that?
No, there was no fiend. There was
I'm
undead.
scrolling down
I'm
right now.
pretty
No, it's
Maybe I'm wrong. Did you not sense undead,
He
celestial,
sensed
and a
Fae,
devil?
and then he sensed an
Fae.
undead.
Fae. There's no devil.
Faye.
No, I think you're misremembering fiend and Fae right now.
Okay.
It was Fae.
Okay.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, there was no.
Dude, the undead.
And
Okay,
I'm pretty
okay.
sure you did investigate all of the threads that you picked up.
I remember someone
Yeah.
asking Sophie whether or not there were devils in the town, and she said no, that there aren't because
Okay.
Numat didn't sense them.
Okay. My
2
fault.
celestials, 2 Fae, 1 undead, and 1 elemental. Then we checked all of those.
Okay. Good
Yeah.
to know.
The undead.
Oh.
This is new.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is
captain
definitely-
under the water.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Great. Is that
But
storm?
it is like Jürgen said, very likely an imp or servant of sorts as well. I do agree with that assessment.
I don't like them being here, regardless of what it is.
We'll handle it. If they don't leave when this is over, then we'll handle it. But let's not start anything if we don't.
No, it makes me feel like something's gonna happen they don't want to miss.
You made this funeral. I have to admit, you made this funeral quite enticing to the said devil over this conversation you have had with her.
Yeah, it was very unnecessary.
New Matt, it only picks up the closest one, yeah?
The nearest one, yes. I mean, I could do it again and then exclude that one.
No,
There's an army
sorry,
of
it's fine.
devils climbing over the hill.
No, it's fine.
What's that
That's
coming?
all I wanted to check.
Right. Well,
Whilst
keep an
they're
eye on-
having their discussion about what to do about the devil, can I go back to what I did immediately after Numat left?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Sophie is going to wander up to those 2 women, and she's going to get right in front of them. She's going to look both
They
of them
instantly
directly
look
in
like
the eye.
taken aback, and there's a momentary glance of like, oh shit, we've been caught. That sort of quick look before they.
But
write
before
the potion.
anything bad happens, I'm going to smile at them and just say,
Hi there.
as the rest of my eyes open behind my fringe. And for both of them, it gets kind of hard to look at me, sort of like staring directly into the sun, and sort of a lightheadedness with a elation. I'm going to cast at 2nd level a non-magical charm person on both of them.
I was gonna say, I know you're a big gross. Okay. Give me 2 seconds. So this is a wisdom save for them both, is that right?
Wisdom save, DC 18.
We need to sort out your character sheet. Your DC, it should be based on your wisdom, right?
Yes.
You just had the wrong DC.
I don't know whether... Oh, there's the DC. Yeah.
It was basing it off your intelligence. Just change it. Okay.
That 20 followed by that 20.
1 fails.
Okay.
That's just that's not gonna help me. All right, they both fail. Go ahead and throw charm person up for me, please, just so that we can.
Yeah, it lasts an hour, and afterwards they know that I have charm person in them.
Don't you also need to roll d20?
No, non-magical.
Oh.
It specifies as part of the class. It mimics the effects of it, not technically.
Ah.
Yeah. Right. So the charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance. All right, cool. They both look to you and they just give you warm smiles as you approach. Whatever hesitation was there to look at you fades. You're almost just bored into the click at this point.
Hey. I was wondering what you were gossiping about.
The older of the two. I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna send you a picture of both.
Just me?
I sent you a picture.
Sorry, I'm gonna send you a picture of both the people you're talking to, just so you can see them, and I will post these in chat in a moment as well. For next session, they'll have tokens, but I wasn't expecting these random commoners to be.
Wow,
way,
they both look like Karens.
Either way, the older of the two leans into you and sort of takes hold of your arm, not in any sort of aggressive way, obviously, but just as if she's pulling you closer to whisper. We're talking about the Minotaur. Jürgen. You know him?
Yeah. Of course I know him. I hear lots of rumors about him.
Well, I've got something. He came to the house last night. And I heard him boasting about consuming human flesh.
Just to remind me from last session, is that actually what happened when he went to the house?
He was, well, yes and no. He was not boasting about it. Jürgen made a joke about, and I bet I eat human flesh as well. Which she is, I actually don't think you know this in character. She is Eleander's servant.
Oh,
feeding
I see. I remember,
She is the one that fed him grass as well.
Last,
for the record.
I didn't see what happened inside the building, but I seem to recall asking you, "Can I see this happening?" And you said, "Yes, I can see Jürgen talking to somebody at the front door of their house."
Oh, at the front door, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, whatever it was. So I saw the beginning of that interaction.
She was the one that answered the door and made the grass tea. And I would say, just with your passive insight, you know that she knows it was sort of said flippantly. She's very much telling you it was not a joke. So that is just a lie.
Do I think that she is intentionally trying to deceive me as well?
It's not so much that she's trying to deceive you.
Well,
she's
me
intentionally trying
as
to make
part of her narrative.
Yes, yeah, very much so. But it seems to be for the sake of good gossip more than anything.
Wow.
And
Have you been spreading other gossip about Jürgen this week?
I've heard plenty, but that's all I know myself.
Okay. And are you trying to get in with the vibes with the town? Is it like a new trend, hate on Jürgen? Is that the idea?
Haven't you heard? He's awful. He's killed a bunch of people. He was seen storming through the town last night, apparently, hunting.
Wow. And who did you hear that from?
I heard that from Beer.
Does he spread a lot of gossip?
No, not typically. Usually pretty reserved and out of the way of it.
Wow.
That's why we know it's true.
Well, that's fun.
Several people saw him. He was definitely marching through the town, searching for human flesh to devour.
And the human flesh thing. Where did you hear? So he said that to you?
He said it to Eleander, but I was
okay.
Heard it with my own ears. That one. No denying that.
You did. Interesting. And do you believe that he's a bad person?
Oh yes, yeah.
Does she?
Despite the fact that the narrative part of the human flesh part, you're not sure if she fully believes that. From what you can tell, she does genuinely believe he is a bad person.
And you know how you casually threw in there that he likes human flesh, yeah? Do you think that everyone else could be coming up with half-truths and lies as well, like that? Or do you think that...
No, he really said that.
I'm sure he did, but I know that you know that he didn't mean it literally.
He said it in a joking manner, but you know what they say. Many true words are hidden in jest.
Interesting. Did you also hear that he talks to devils and he marches through town in order to hunt things? And that Other ones that I've heard include the fact that the rocks that he brought back are evil entities, and
Is that true?
Damn it, Sophie, shut the fuck up.
Let her work.
do you know what I find most interesting?
He was talking to devils. There was one here not long ago.
I was talking to those devils. Yumi summoned those devils.
Oh, fuck.
What's that got to do with Jurgen?
He's corrupting you, isn't he?
I think something's corrupting you.
Is it him?
The fact that you went straight to that leads me to believe that something else is going on here. Nobody catches as much hate as Jurgen this quickly. This is confusing to me.
He's
So
killed
much
plenty
bad
of
press.
people. He destroyed the many homes of the sea folk that have done nothing wrong against him.
He destroyed one home of the sea folk by accident. That's what I saw. How strange.
You're saying that he's a good person?
Undoubtedly. One of the
Can you
better
prove
people in
that?
the group, in fact. The government that controls this place.
How long have you known him?
A day. But I know people very well. I'm a good judge of character.
Well, regardless, he's been talking to devils, hunting in the
Would
middle
you
of
like
night.
to talk to one?
No. Decent folk shouldn't concern themselves with such things.
Do you consider me to be indecent?
Of course.
Interesting.
You would pick up on that, Sophie, with your passive insight there. There was a moment of resistance to that. You very much get the sense that if it... Resistance to saying that you're a good person. You very much get the sense that if it were not for the charm person, they would have said no.
Sorry, say again. So,
They said you're a good person because you have them charmed. But you are insightful enough to know that without the charm, they would have probably said you're not a good person.
understandable. Okay.
Strange. And if Jurgen stopped helping, and this town fell, like those other towns he saved fell, would that make him a good person for walking away?
Well, I guess if he walks away, he can't hurt anyone else. So, yes.
Interesting.
Again, with
I've
the
had
insight,
enough
you
of
get,
this interaction.
yeah, you get the sense she doesn't really know with that. Like, she doesn't really understand what you're talking about. It's more of an emotional response than a logical one.
One last question. Do you know who's gossiping the most about Jurgen?
Let me roll it. Check. It's difficult to know because it's basically just a lot of going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Probably. Well, the most I've heard from would be Mefera down at the docks.
Understood. Have a nice day, ladies.
And you-
Try not to come
Bye.
up with bad rumors about all the people that protect you. Who knows? Maybe they'll take your advice and leave.
Oh,
And
you
I'm going to
know,
march off to go and find that person.
there's a. But how sharp your words are when you leave. Under the effects of charm, they do nothing but smile.
You
Those girls are going to be
Know those.
real pissed at me when they realize what has happened.
There will be
Real
consequences.
pissed at me.
Oh yes.
How can you for the notes tell me the name of that person they just mentioned again?
Mafera, M-A-F, M-A-F.
Pharaoh. She's like a dockhand, like just helps out down there.
That was never really said. Just that
Oh.
they just said down to the docks. Mafera down to the docks, but they didn't specify. Yumi, roll me a d20 with disadvantage.
Sure. Oh shit. What's that? Control or alt?
Control. Threadros, you can roll me a d20 as well. Jurgen, roll me one with disadvantage.
Yep.
Ooh, at
Right,
least like
Josie,
hidden
yours is just
checks
straight.
that we roll ourselves. We don't know what the actually check is.
If only it was what it was bumped to.
10
It
and
would've been
8.
I can't
Alright,
be the only with the death of the gods and everything. I can't be the only one who thinks that the sudden bad press we're getting is the most creepy thing about this whole campaign, in my opinion.
So I rolled a 6. I didn't do the disadvantage correctly, but it's a 6. It's the lowest.
Okay. Threadros, you actually recognize the name Mafera. They are not a dockhand or anything along those lines. They actually hold a reasonable position in the fishmonger plant. They help run.
Okay.
Yumi, Jurgen, despite having been here for some time, Jurgen, you had disadvantage because you've been away for a while. Yumi, you have disadvantage because you're Yumi.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
And I feel like
Who?
you just don't give a shit about most of the common
My
people.
fire, what? We have
but
a
Jurgen,
fish
you
place?
recognize the name. As
Look, if
somebody
she
that-
can't cast magic and also isn't a sorcerer, I don't need to know her name.
They are just a commoner. They help gut fish.
Unlikely
Gotcha.
story.
They cast fillet fish on a
There's a
daily
demon.
basis.
They
Let's
don't
teleport over
cast
there right
anything. They're not magic.
Listen, it's an important job for us.
Yeah, like it's the backbone of this
Put some respect.
town.
Oh.
Either way.
Respect it to me.
Sophie, you finish up your conversation. Numat, at this point, have you whipped up some volunteers?
Whipped up some volunteers.
Are you just leaving the devil?
Oh, for now, yeah. If these guys say we should like leave it for now,
Okay.
I want to kill the thing. But like, if these guys, say like, no, leave it for now. I mean, I didn't even agree with talking with the devil so much, but Numat's here to support, not start like having big opinions.
Yeah.
I can feel your bloodlust.
So he's not gonna start just like. No,
You
I think
swing
Numat
where you
will
feel
probably
it.
be fine.
You swing
but-
where you feel it. I am a sheik. You swing where you feel it. You do as I say.
Fake.
Shake. Shake
We
it, baby.
announce
Shake
it
it.
first, right? Then we will start listening.
I am a shake. I've never been there. How am I
No,
supposed to know?
Numat, I think, again, he leaves it for now, but he is going to do two things, or like the next, I don't know, 10-20 minutes or something. I assume that the people are still arriving. The funeral hasn't started yet, right?
No. There's quite some time before the funeral starts.
Yeah, over like, I guess then half an hour or so. He will use extraplanet senses twice again, actually. He will
Well, the
just,
first time-
after another...
The first time you do it, you do not pick up a devil.
Oh,
You pick up a
yeah, I was...
fae
Oh, a
that
new
is
one.
closer than the devil. Yeah.
Now, what's happening in the city?
Because they're coming in for the funeral.
Yeah, but
There
like
is
a
a
new one.
new-
Where's this one now coming from?
There's a new fae on the boat.
Oh my god.
Then I mean, it's likely the Leflin then. I mean, that makes sense.
Do
I feel
you
like.
tell us she's there?
Well,
Don't you
I want
have
to quickly
Leflin's tent
again. I
already?
wanted to do it twice. Once to check again, and I noticed the Fae, I guess, and then I want to exclude that one and look again.
Okay. The next one would be the devil. They have not
The
moved.
same one hasn't moved.
Hasn't moved. They are just watching, singing.
Very well. Okay, my spell slots. Goddamn, this is really costing me. Okay, because I didn't think the Fae would be suddenly so close and pop in. I was actually looking for something else. Okay, one last time, including the Fae, including the devil. One last time.
You're doing another search beyond that?
One last one before I then report back to the
the
guys.
next closest is another fiend.
New one.
Ah,
shit. Okay.
Right at the limits of your range, about a mile to the north.
Same sort of feeling like the imp?
No. This one's more demonic.
Oh. Okay. Hold on, let me write this down in the notes real quick and then I will report my findings to the crew.
Fuck is everyone showing up on this day?
I told you something's gonna happen and they all wanna watch. Don't you see that storm coming? Ominous. Be prepared to do something.
Alright, so, yeah, the Mud will report back. He was sort of like, okay, I apologize again to interrupt. Since the imp was spotted, I've tried a couple more. No, you said to leave it alone, so...
We can kill if you want.
Well, either way, it seems like we have another guest of the Fey nature on the boat. I assume it's a Laeflin who who's currently watching the funeral as well. Is right over there. But most concerningly, actually, just at the edge of my senses, a mile about to the north, I do sense more demonic kind, another more demonic presence.
Can you sense if it's moving?
Oh. I guess I use another slot. A moment. Nomad would not be frustrated at that. It's what he does. But he will head actually to the edge of this the cliff here real quick, to maybe in case it like stepped a little bit back, to once again see a sense if that presence had moved now or anything.
So this is very much up to you. I passed up half an hour during this time when you were doing checks and things.
Yes.
How long has passed since you detected the demonic? Yeah.
Well, the last check, I would say like 5 minutes or so, maybe.
All right. You do not detect anything. In a mile radius around you, excluding everything that you're currently aware of, with the exception, obviously, of the demonic things to the north, you do not detect anything.
Yes. I'll return. It's like, it seems to have moved on. It is at least out of my range from here.
Okay, good to know.
How much time is that until the funeral?
People seem to be gathering, I'd say. The next few minutes.
You would remember there is a town meeting at 8 a.m.
It's 8. We're missing it right now.
We're missing a town meeting right now. Shoot.
You know what? This was more important.
Okay, well, where's Sophie? Shit. Was she here?
He's in the, I believe, still in the crowd, unless she left.
Red Ross could easily pick Sophie up.
What's she doing? Is she busy?
Does she look busy?
I think what she said, she was heading off to the other clue, right? Somewhere else?
Yeah, she said she was heading off to speak to the fishmonger person. The one that's...
Is that right, Jack?
Jack?
Yeah, I was looking around. I would have asked them at the end of that conversation who it was and what they looked like, and I would have either be looking for that person in the crowd, or if failing that, going down to the docks and trying to find them there.
Okay, so it does look like you're busy.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess it does.
Do I need to be in the? Do I need to be in the meeting?
No, that's what I mean. Like you seem busy doing something else, I was just going to teleport everyone there. You're not here at the minute.
Yeah, no, I am fascinated by this thing, and I refuse to let it go.
Okay. Then if she looks busy, then I will ask everyone to gather up. We're missing a meeting. Let's go. And then...
Do you want me to investigate further north? I'm quite fast on my feet.
If it's moving away...
Look, just let him go.
It's just out of my range. We don't. They might have just. They were previously barely inside my range.
Sure.
And now they could have just moved a little bit back.
Okay. This ability, how do you get it back? Sleeping? Or resting for a while?
I would have to rest, yes, but...
Like, long...
I do still have some...
like,
that's
for a long time?
It's awkward to talk about.
Yeah.
I do still have... I'm capable of using it more than just the few times I have already.
Yeah, okay. Well, I just want to make sure, because I have a pretty cool, neat thing that, like, Melgak used to use all the time. He got some of his power back just sitting down for about an hour. Can you do that, or is it longer?
It is longer.
Okay, never mind.
In the distance, you see a swarm.
Well, I would. Oh, jeez.
In the distance, you see a swarm of people gathered around the council house.
Oh, shit, right, we're missing it. You can deal with it. I'm taking us to
move towards the bridge. It seems like whatever meeting you had at the council to get to is over already.
Oh,
never
guys,
mind, it's over.
You guys suck. You know, Melgak would have been there.
Melgak's dead, right?
Hey, he's fucking.
I'm in charge. Bitch, we missed all the meetings. We're trying to save this fucking place.
Horrible. But yes, Nomad will actually start running off then to go north. He's quite fast. He will do with this with expedience. In fact, let me quickly check. Nah, that would be unnecessary. Actually, never mind. I have to save my spell slots just in case I needed to cast. I need to use the sense multiple times still. He will rush. He will sort of head towards that northernmost watchtower right there.
Okay. Go ahead and just make me an athletics for just a little bit of boost of speed. Again, it's not a failure thing. This is just a.
Of course. That's fine.
Oh, very good. Very good. You have to move fast to begin with because there is a procession of people heading across the bridge already. You see lanterns and candles lit. They walk in quiet, solemn ambience around them.
Just to not disturb them, I want to sort of go around the street for them, so going over to the side.
That's very good. You see as the people continue to... You see as people continue to proceed down, there is a surprising quiet about them. A lot of them are clutching relics or small sort of trinkets. You see a weathered sword in one of their hands, a locket. A few of them are carrying battered-looking shields. A lot of them have written letters that they clutch in their hands to shield them from the rain. Letters that you know as you pass them will never get a chance to be read. You hear the sound of their breath and the quiet sound of sobbing from numerous people as you pass them as they make their way down towards the men here, Stone and Siren. As you make your way up to... I'm going to jump around a little bit here. We're obviously getting close to the end of the session. I'm going to jump around a little bit here.
Wow, I can't wait for this funeral, boys. The beginning of next session.
Guaranteed next session.
For sure.
Amy, you can turn back time, right?
Yeah.
No more time shenanigans, please. Let's stay focused for a moment. Numat, you make your way up to the tower. Quickly, efficiently.
Yes.
And as you get up there, are you doing anything?
Yeah, well, I will use my eyes as well, but I will also use my sense again. I'll sort of excuse myself to the guard here, so not to them.
Go ahead and make me a
I
perception.
assume he just thinks I'm another Zeef guard.
Yeah. They give you like a nod and a greeting, but it's very. They don't bat an eyelid at you being there. Go ahead and
No, it's
make me a. You can. Yeah. Go ahead and do that first. As you ping out to feel, you do not pick up on anything. There's nothing there.
Damn. Already left.
Go ahead and roll me a perception. This needs to be a decent roll.
Ooh, inspiration. That's better. I have anything to boost this further.
As you look out towards the north, towards the Dreadwood, with the heavy rain and the fog, it's difficult to make out anything. There's a ever so slight sound as you make your way up that it sounds familiar, but you can't make it out. It's too much in the way. You don't get it.
Why? No. Can I, so at least from here and just remembering, make out the spot where I sense the demonic presence?
I mean, you can. From here, the spot is still concealed somewhat. There's still like hedges and trees and things, and it was right at the edge of your range. So you're talking another, 1,000 meters. Plus.
2,000 something feet or some shit.
Yeah.
It's like somewhere over there.
Feet. Oh yes. Sorry, that's true. Oh god, it's a ridiculously long way. I was thinking in meters. Sorry.
Yeah,
so
a mile
feet.
is like 5,000 something feet we found recently, and
5,800
here.
something.
Yeah.
So it's a very, very long 5,200. I knew there was an 8. 5,200. Thank you.
It's a couple of thousand feet still out.
So you are a very long way off. So even with the 20, you get that slight bit of a sound. You can kind of see the spot, or you're looking in the direction that you felt it from. There, you can't see anything with that. Not from there.
How long do I think? Like, when is the funeral starting? How many minutes? Well, hours or something.
The official funeral, if you will begin in about a little less than an hour.
And running with my 40 feet movement speed all the way over there, back to the funeral. How long would it take from here?
Back to the funeral for 5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gauging sort of my time, how much time I have.
Yeah.
All right, I'll sort of get off the tower and I'll do like the cool sort of ladder slide down.
It's right.
To be quick, and I will head out to run towards the spot where that fiendish presence was before.
Go ahead and make me an athletics check again. Not a fail check, but just an athletics and another perception.
If it helps for the athletics or matters at all, I don't have it on constantly because it switched time, but I'm under a constant effect of freedom of movement.
Okay, cool.
So no difficult terrain.
It will help. A lot of the route that you're taking can be done on the path. There is a path heading north.
Oh, this one here? Alright,
Yeah.
that's good. Is this person actually here, or are you just like saving the story?
No, they're off. They're off to the north, but I've just
Okay.
to indicate they're off.
3. Okay, that's athletics. Basically, what I'm looking for is, first the spot, of course, but also then for any tracks. That's better perception.
I'm going to keep that perception in mind, but make me a survival roll as well, please. Because you mentioned
It's gonna
track.
be a good one. I have a good bonus, but I wish it was higher.
Oh wow,
I'm gonna
20 is
guess
still
maybe.
good.
Yeah, I just wish I rolled higher as well.
There's a lot of things to distract you from moving quickly, including several tracks. As you get out, you don't get too far before you notice a very fresh set of tracks in the soft mud that veer off of the path in the direction that you felt the demonic presence. These tracks are human, you're pretty sure, or at least humanoid, of medium size. One of them at least is relatively heavily armored. The rest seem to be carrying a reasonable amount of weight. There's a group of, it would seem, 6 people.
All human?
Yeah, all human or humanoid, of medium size. 6 of them. You can tell that from the way they're moving, they are inexperienced with moving through sort of difficult terrain and traversing off road. Like their movement is sloppy, given the terrain that they're in. You know? But they are making their way away from Saltmarsh, heading north.
And this is where the demonic presence was as well, just earlier.
It's just in the direction of the demonic presence was further. Yeah, much further still. With the perception, as you get a bit further on, you can hear something in the distance. There's people conversing. They don't seem to be trying to keep quiet in any sense, and there is a little bit of almost an argument starting.
I will, I think, just briefly at least. Oh, okay.
Sorry. Here.
I was gonna just say, sneak my way over to have a closer look.
Roll me a stealth roll. That's 10. With that, as you make your way over, you are very much in danger of getting too far away to
make it back in time.
Yeah, at this point, going to be close. However, as you get to that point, you can see as you crest a small hill, not a big hill. This area is pretty flat, but a slightly raised area with a hedgerow along it. And you sort of manage to keep low, keeping yourself to the hedge. You see several groups of people. Some of them you recognize. One of them is somebody that you encountered recently. A young man wearing fairly heavy looking, sort of almost knightish armor by the name of Sen Norris.
Sen Norris. How do you spell that?
Jack, go ahead and put that up for me.
Oh fuck!
Why? You also
what are these
see
guys doing here, Jack? Huh?
You also see another group.
Not Sonoris.
You also see another group of humans here, one of whom's hands are actually actively on fire, and they are wearing gnoll cloaks, clearly trying to disguise themselves as gnolls. And there is a third group that stands on bows drawn, raised at the other 2 groups.
What's going on here? What did I stumble into?
As you see this sort of standoff between these 3 groups, you also notice a large amount of dead gnolls at their feet. And there are injured amongst these 3 parties.
Alright, good. That's at least a good sign.
Namat rolled into a Mexican standoff.
Very much so.
Symphony Storms. Sir Norris.
However, as we get to that standoff, that is where we'll leave the session for today.
So wait, Sonoris is with our gods? Or is he on his own?
No, he's definitely not on his own. He has a small group with him, and Numat, you would recognize that the 5 people with him would match up with the tracks that you came across.
Okay. And they're like what? More of the refugees? Basically
You
just
actually
armed.
see two. You actually see two Zeef folk with him.
Oh.
A couple of two refugees. One that looks like a salt marsh guard, and one that looks very ill-equipped for the. Well, not ill-equipped, but you would almost say they were a druid.
Interesting. And then one group are like arrows, a ranger-looking folk.
Mm-hmm.
And then one group are the gnoll guys.
And the gnolls on the ground, do they look like dead gnolls, or do they look like dead people dressed as gnolls?
No. They are 100% gnolls.
See.
Actual gnolls. Yes.
None of those. fake
And there are wounded but no dead amongst any party.
There are some that are pretty heavily wounded, but there are none that actually appear to be dead.
Fantastic.
The only thing that I can really tell you about this before we end the session, Numat, is that whatever happened here was extraordinarily chaotic.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
One of those gnoll guys' hands is still on fire.
Both the hands. Very much intentionally.
Yeah.
Well,
I get that.
hell, looks like we're having ourselves another funeral.
Of all of the people that are still alive, said Norris looks the most out of his comfort zone at the moment.
He's just a nice depressed kingdom knight who fell into bad times. That's all he is. He's just a little guy with a sword.
It's just a little guy. Eva,
Yeah.
would you give me a star on a wish, please?
Yes. I want to give my star to Numat for the sense runoff and coming upon this Mexican standoff. Really good. Also didn't know you had freedom of movement. It's excellent.
Constantly, actually.
For my wish, yeah, I don't want an army of gnolls to just invade us right now, because this would be not very good for us.
Grassy
That's
knoll.
fair. No. Got you. To be no. It's fine.
Please explain the plot to us.
Jack, star on a wish, please.
My star will go to Yumi for just. I know I haven't had a lot of interactions with Yumi, but I feel like he really upplayed the sort of entertaining dick personality today.
That's just it.
That's normal.
That's just Yumi, or that's just Stabby?
Yeah, both of those.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic! Well, thanks for being you, bro.
No problem.
And Wish, I want to know what the fuck's going on in this town, because this shit stinks. I want to know. I want information. I want intel. I want a big fucking conspiracy board up on my wall. And additionally, I don't really care that much about people hating me. I just want to know why.
Alright, I mean, that's probably good.
And if this turns
One of
into
the reasons now is that you brainwash people and falsely cast charm on
Yeah,
them
no,
and
don't worry.
interrogate them.
Keep this up, please. It will stop talking about me and they'll start talking about
I think
you.
they'll just start talking about both of us, and I also sort of outed Yumi a little bit in there, so I'm kind of hoping that they're going to hate all of us fairly soon.
No,
There was some great outing.
Additionally, Threadross, if any of the fucking shit comes out about the things that she's trying to keep silent, Numat is probably like the bastion of goodness and civility that we need right now, because everyone else has got shit in their past and present. So yeah, I look forward to us being collectively hated by the people we're supposed to be helping, as just sort of a sort of like a baseline going forward. and finding out other reasons for us to get hated on. That would be cool.
Awesome. Thank you. Threadross, give me a Stone of Wish.
My star goes to the whole devil exchange. Let's say, yeah, just that generally. It was relatively amusing. And then my wish is that we have an uneventful and just standard funeral affair next session. It can last many sessions if it has to, but provided it's uneventful and nothing goes wrong, I think that'll be good. And then we can start going on to the real task.
What real task? I thought this was the funeral campaign.
Save Paylor.
Paylor.
Paylor is dying every session. Slightly more. I'm ticking down.
Yeah.
Hunter, start a wish, please.
Oh, jeez, I don't know. Oh, it was a pretty good session overall, but I'm gonna give it to Ava for being the support monkey, or being the support voice for Yumi, and giving him some fun ideas or good ideas. Like that wombo combo, it's the little folk that come with the brilliant moves, I guess. if you're below like 3 feet, you have brains.
Yeah, it's like Yumi's giving a speech. The speech gets more dark and dark. It's like, no, tone up. She's keeping him right the whole time. I'll kill all of you. No, not that much. Say something nice.
Reel it back.
Yeah. Say something nice.
Fuck you, Iliander, with your bald head. But yeah, no, that was good fun. Good fun to see. As for my wish, oh boy, I still just really, really wish I could stop these people talking mad shit about me behind my back. But I can't kill them all, so that I guess I'll just have to go the long way around.
Yeah, that will help you gain popularity.
I don't know. If everyone's dead, nobody can bitch about it.
Yeah, they'd be too scared to say anything about him then. No.
I just need to make a few examples, and I'll keep them quiet. The Superman injustice way,
Is this fucking like I become the monster they think I am situation?
No, I become the monster they want me to be.
Yeah.
Pick someone up, shock and grasp them in front of everyone. Yeah. No, I just hope I can find a way to redeem myself for it, because it hurts. It really hurts.
Well, I'm glad at the very least that you are now sort of a little bit more cotton on to what is going on. Feels a little less mean now.
Do we understand more?
It's still very fucking mean, Ty.
I'm not sure if we understand that much more than previously.
You've given us no information that we could possibly put together.
We know there's one person who gossips a lot more than other people. I guess.
A fucking fish wife.
Alright, man. Don't be mean. She's a nice lady.
She's clearly not a nice lady if she's saying this kind of shit.
They're fucking consistent.
Those two women I spoke to were the biggest fucking Karens. They look like Karens.
Yeah, like I said, it just reminded me of high school, but other girls would do that as well. It's not fun. It's not fun when you get bullied like that.
We'll see. Alright, thank you. New Matt, what's your song knowledge?
Man, what a session. I think I think why everybody deserves one, of course. I think I'll give this time around my start to Yumi as well. I think he had some very interesting interactions, the very good conversations both with Nell and during the devil bit and afterwards. I think he's doing good. stressed as he is. Yeah.
4 more days.
My wish is that whatever's happening in front of me right now, like, can be resolved without too much trouble.
Listen, you have.
I mean, the Mat certainly is not a diplomat, or he's not gonna probably do anything to stop whatever's happening here. I hope you can at least prevent more deaths if it comes to a fight.
The Mat's like, I can be the 4th party in this fight.
Yeah, he's
I'm
under
gonna
a
just
check
mysteriously
authority.
appear out of the underbrush and just confuse people more.
Hello.
Hello
I'm gonna be like, who's this guy? Does he belong to you? No, I've never seen this one. Does he belong to you? No idea. I don't know who this is. Anyways, no.
Yep.
I just hope that whatever's happening in front of me just, doesn't blow up too hard.
Beautiful. Just before we move on to the very last, which is Yumi, I just want to note to Saint Sophie, I have added a consumable to your inventory, so please check that out.
Was it the lipstick? Because I was literally just about to ask that question, because, like,
I know you were.
I don't know if I put it on. Sorry, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I put it on pretty much as soon as I got it. Do I feel anything different?
Yeah. Go ahead and read the item and use one of the charges, please.
Well, shit! I didn't even realize. Okay.
Yumi, Star Wish.
I will give it to Sophie. I thought the becoming a little gossip girl with the 2 old Karens was pretty good, and I like the fact that she's like, since we've only known her a little bit, and she's backing Jurgen up against these 2 Karens, and she's going to find out more from this fishmonger worker, just leading down the line of gossipers and getting to the bottom of it. I quite enjoy that.
One thing that I realized when I was sort of designing it is, like, I think one of the reasons that Saint Cuthbert likes her is that she cannot deal with idiots.
Yeah.
Because of the whole common sense thing. So.
I just realized as well, since you headed out as well, I guess you would probably see me sprint past you, like, as you were, like, heading to the dogs. Like, so I just, like, suddenly sprint past.
Mappler.
I'm sprinting as well, to be clear. Right. So we run into each other.
Yeah, but you have, like, crutches. No, you're sort of more, like, kind of, like, hobbling very fast.
Oh, yeah, I have crutches, but I also have cunning action.
Like I said, you hobble very fast.
I am the fastest of all of us, I think, and yet somehow.
I don't know about that.
We have some fast movers.
Can you move 100? Can you move 180 feet around?
I don't think you, like, unless you fly, you probably can't do that either.
I can do that. Yeah, that's flying.
Yeah, that's flying. Then yeah, of course I can't fly faster. I don't have wings. Like what?
Can you move faster than 90 feet around?
Yes.
Oh shit! Never mind then.
Can you fly faster? No, of course I can't. No things.
I do have an important question for Mal. You have a ranger. Do you have Conjure Barrage? You love that spell, right? You absolutely love it.
I think it was a good session.
You have to pick up your favorite spell. You have to have it.
It was a good session.
It's Conjure Spear, isn't it?
Answer the question.
Answer the question. It's Conjure Spear, isn't it? Answer the question.
I actually deleted it off my
you
list.
didn't.
It's like, it's not even like possible for me to like prepare.
Check him. Check that guy. Check that guy.
I'm doing something. Leave me alone.
Fuck.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't. Did you mean to post that? You're welcome to. No? Sophie?
What?
No,
how
you
do you
said
feel
to
about
click on that. You said that to click on that earlier.
Sorry, I was reading it. I
didn't
wasn't paying
necessarily
attention to what anyone else was saying.
Okay.
You told me to use a charge, so I clicked on it, and it said use a charge.
Fire resistance.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess. Yeah. Sure, that's one way to do it. I just thought you'd deduct one. That's fine.
Oh, I didn't realize you could interact with that. I thought you had to like use it. How long does it last? Like a day?
How long does lipstick normally last?
An hour?
Did I not put that thing on there? Honestly, an hour feels like probably too short because I don't know personally how long lip gloss will last.
Well, I know a couple of girls who have this. Who what the fuck is that? What does that mean?
I'm gonna say 8 hours.
I know a good few girls who like put lipstick on and then that'll last them like half a week.
What?
And then they just don't take it off ever. These are very slovenly people, just to be clear.
It's not.
Isn't that unhygienic?
Yeah, it's not.
I'm not sure. Yeah, no, they're like they put this makeup on a few days ago and it's still holding up.
I do need to start get going soon, so if we...
That is fine. We are going to go raiding, so guys, thank you very much for being here. It's been a pleasure. Please do come do some raiding with us. We're going to go raid the wonderful people at the Wounded Warrior Project. Obviously, we work with these guys a decent amount. They are lovely people. They've been helping me out recently with some stuff, and they are playing TCRPG. They're playing Paradise Lost, which is their ongoing charity stream. Also, don't forget that we have a charity stream at the end of the month, so come back for that. But genuinely, thank you everyone for being here and for supporting us. It always means the world. And yeah, have a wonderful night. Make sure you join the Discord if you haven't already, because we always have awesome stuff going on, and that is always the best way to find out what it is. So thank you everyone. Have a wonderful night, and let's go on an orc raid. Make sure you send these people some love, because they're awesome people. Have a wonderful night.